Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and tonight I am joined by my awesome panel. My 36-year-olds, my 37-year-olds, my 38-year-olds. Ah, it don't matter. Social Security's calling real soon, guys. Don't worry about it. Now I'm joined by my
Wisdom, my brother,
boys.
wisdom.
Hey man, it's okay. I mean, we're all getting old in our age. I mean, obviously we've lived through an amazing coaching career from Greg Popovich, and man, from our childhoods to our mid to late 30s, boys. I mean, we're there. We finally seen the a crazy way to say it, the end of Popovich. The era is over.
Bro, that took my heart, bro.
Yeah,
I watched it and I sat there and I rewatched it and I was just like, damn, bro. It's just, man, I have no words, bro. Like that man is San Antonio. You feel me? Like he put us on the map, respectfully. I mean, with the likes of the talent that he had to coach, but like, who knows if we would have had that run without him? Like we literally sustained 20 years of greatness with one guy, two guys, but with one guy at the helm, and that's like,
bro, 30 years total. I mean, really, I mean, when you
yeah,
think about it all.
you're never gonna. I don't think we'll ever see that for a while. Like they say, you'll never see another Jordan. You're never gonna see a Kobe. You won't see another Bron. Like Jokic is something like a Tim Duncan, but like he's a little bit more different with his ability to pass and shoot crazy. But like, I mean, Tim was Tim. Like it was different. Like who knows how long Jokic is gonna last? But dog, like Pop, man, damn, bro. And that shirt was. I need that shirt, bro. I don't know if they're gonna sell that. I need that shirt. El Jefe, I need that shirt, bro. I want that shirt, dog. That was cold, bro.
I'm
And
pretty,
that jacket, I take that jacket too for the free ski.
Jeff,
But
how you feeling, bro? I mean, obviously, 29 years of pop. Just like James said, we had like 20-year success, multiple 50+ win seasons. Obviously, a lot of it with the big three, five championships. Three-time Coach of the Year, Hall of Famer, just a few years ago. What are your thoughts, bro?
Nah, yeah, that's it's tough. I was in denial. I just thought, Pop, as stubborn as he is, I thought he would be back to find the odds. But yeah, obviously he's not going to be able to. It was hard to watch, right? Like, I was surprised with how coherent he was. Like, he was making sense. His sentence were structured. Like, he was able to talk, but man, his body just wasn't there, right? Like, it's a weird
oh,
visual.
that was the hard part for me, bro. Like you can see, like he's not strong. Like he lost so much weight. Like
Timmy
His
was holding.
eyes.
Timmy was holding his key, bro. That was the biggest thing for me, Jeff. It was the eyes. Like, it's obviously the same shape and everything.
yeah,
But you could just see it. Like
he
almost part of
couldn't.
him was
He did not.
gone.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
did not move his left arm. That was the hard part for me. Like when I saw that, I was like, I said, "Damn, man! Like it's really happening. Like life is like life in right now, bro. Like it was. Oh, that was man.
Yeah, when they said like mild stroke or whatever, that's a pretty good one, and maybe that he had that setback the other night, right? At the restaurant, that was a while back.
Yeah,
Yeah, he passed out.
It's just rough to watch, man. I don't know if y'all ever experienced it. One time, my dad got a Bell palsy, and
mm-hmm.
that's where like half your face droops.
Yeah, bro. I
And
got that, bro.
you
Like I
got
don't
that?
know if y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it,
Yeah.
but like on this eye, like
Uh-huh.
it can't fully like it doesn't fully open no more. And I
Really?
got it. Damn, I wish Sam was here. Probably 2017 or 18. I
Damn.
swear to God, I didn't know. I was sitting at the house, college football. I was chilling. Just came back from the gym. I was hungry. I had got tacos and a lemonade. And I was sitting there, bro. And I swear to God, I was by myself. I tried to drink out of a straw, and I couldn't move the muscles in my lip. Like I
Damn.
had to sip, and like I could not. Like for some reason, it was weird. So I drank it out of a cup, but I couldn't close my mouth. So it just like spilled out, and I was mad. And I was, what the hell? I was like frustrated. I tried to eat my taco, same thing. Eggs fell out my mouth. I was like, bruh. I called her and I was like, "Hey, I'm not going to your party tonight with your family because I don't know what's going on. Like, I can't eat or drink nothing." She came over and was looking at me and she was like, "Okay, we have to go to the hospital." And I was like, "Bruh."
Yeah, my wife had Bell's palsy, a little bit of it like after pregnancy, after we had our son. And
Wow.
she didn't know what it was, and I was like, well, judging by what I know of it, it's probably Bell's palsy. And then we took her to
Yeah.
the hospital, to the ER, and they're like, yeah. So they had to give her some relaxers, and she was
They
good.
didn't give me shit. I swear to God.
No, yeah, because I thought it was weird because I asked James a few months ago. I was like, James, did something ever happen to like? Because I noticed that his eye doesn't like fully open
No shit.
sun. Yeah, like
I never
I
snapped.
I noticed it, and I
Yes,
was like,
bro.
because sometimes I have to edit these videos, right? And so sometimes I go back and I'm like, is something okay with James? Like, like his eyes,
I'm
shit.
telling you,
So
dog.
I just
And
asked him, and yeah,
the
he told me.
crazy thing about it, the dude, like the doctor was trying to like go through every single like I mean, and I give him his props, bro, because he did not let me leave until he kind of figured it out. And then one of the other nurses was like, "I think you might have Bell palsy. Like, you can function this side, but you can't function this side." And
That's
then
wild.
she she spent like an hour. She was like, "Well, we just gonna give you like we'll just give you like tissue massage to, like, to help you and like give you stuff to take home." So like they like massaged my face and stuff like that. And I had to do it for like I was like that for probably like a good 9 months, bro. Like, and I used to walk around with a towel. I would just sit like this. I have a towel on my
Covering
face,
it up.
and I would cover it up.
Yeah.
Did you feel like
Little by
Two-Face?
little. Yep. It's a little by little. I would have to do. I would sit here and go like this, bro. I would do this for like an hour, dog. I would go like here, my cheekbone, and then
Like massaging it.
I would have to massage it, and then still to this day, like I can sneeze, bro. Like, or I can be washing. I can be in the shower, bro. Like showering, and as soon as the water hits me right here, like it does something to my nervous system, to where my nerves are like, I guess they come alive, and
Like
it kind of like
twitch.
it'll twitch my face. Like, yeah.
No way. That's scary,
Yeah,
dog.
bro. And I promise you, for me, I hate it. I'll be like, especially when I get my hair cut, like that's the first thing I do. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know what that feels like, bro. That's crazy.
No, yeah, and it's just funny. I don't know. My dad and Pop, they kind of got the same political views. They kind of go on rants similar. So it's funny, right? Because Popovich, name is Pop. It's tough, right? Like it is tough, man. And like I said, man, ever since the run 97, 98, 99, Popovich was there, and yeah, like it's our whole life, right? We're 38 now. And yeah, it's just like it just puts you in a bad it just puts you in a bad mood, a sad mood. And it's cool to see, Tim and Ginobili with them and the whole fam there with them, and it's part of the process. But I guess I wish he was able to go out on his own terms. I really did see a future with him, like with Wemby, like leading this team. And yeah, it was kind of like when they benched Rummel for Dak. Like I just can't believe it. I thought for sure he was going to be back on the big. I thought for sure.
I'm sure Pop wanted to go until he just couldn't go no more, and then sadly, the stroke is saying you can't go no more.
Yeah, it's already here, and I didn't think so, right? But
I think that was the hardest part for me to like come to grips with, because we all just as San Antonio is kind of like like just one more, you know what I'm saying, to see Pop come out, take the floor, coach a game, farewell, like that's all I wanted, bro. I just wanted one, bro. And it's just to not see him go out on his own terms. I just, for me, I don't like it, but because I felt like he just deserved that much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I want to see him go a whole season or something like that. I would want him to do that if he's healthy, not just because. You know what I'm saying? But just, I would have loved to see him go out on his own terms, man. Just with all he's been through with the loss of his wife and stuff like that. I just, and just with this new regime of talent that we got, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I think this would have been exciting for Pop to, to coach. But, big ups to Mitch, man. Hope he can do something with it. Like, I mean, because I agree with fucking Jose. He wasn't my pick. Yeah, he was. It's so much more out there that I want. Like, I was like, hey, can we go get this guy? Like, nah, but, he's next up, man. I hope he can do something with it. If not, we got to call Becky. Like, hey. Leave the girls alone. The guys need you.
All right, you already got the girls 2 back-to-back titles. You don't.
I'm
They don't need.
saying,
They
you
don't need
feel
to
me?
accomplish some more. You already got rid of Kelsey Plum. Time to move on.
Oh, that hurt too, bro. Well, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Now, I guess we could like instead of just like could talking about like what's sad about like how we saw him on Monday's press conference and all that stuff. Let's talk about some good memories, some good times. So like obviously like Pops was known for a lot of things, his interviews with the journalists,
Oh
with the
my
media,
God.
how he
Those are
was
fucking
with
classic.
the respect of obviously he got from the entire league, from all the players and such like that. But give me a time and y'all can remember the last 29 years, a good memory about Pop or what he did for the town, for the city, for the the team and all that stuff. Give me a good memory that you like just stands out for you that then when someone asks you about Pop, this is the first thing you think of.
I got two. First one was when that I think it was an Israeli rap song came out. I don't know if y'all remember. It was like pop of it. They made I don't know if y'all remember that. They came out with this song like halfway across the world about Pop, and then it was all about respect. And it was a song dedicated to Pop. And dude, I was living at home at the time, and my dad would just be walking around singing it, like just all goofy. And that's definitely like one. I always think about that song. I don't know if y'all remember that. And then another one was in 14. He definitely led the team after 13, after the loss in 13. And when it was, I can only imagine how hard he was on the team in 14, getting them ready for that run in 14. Not only to beat the Heat, because the Heat were kind of like winded, but to beat even OKC in the Western Conference Finals. Durant and Westbrook always killed us, and we got it done right. In 13 Westbrook had got hurt, and it was like a shoe into the finals. And then in 14 it was like, all right, we got to beat them, and it was close, and we took them out, and then to go demolish the Heat in the finals, and afterwards you could see him on the bench, kind of taking a deep breath, like, all right, my job's done, right? Like that was hard to that was definitely hard to overcome. Not a lot of teams could do that, come after 13, losing that way to pretty much winning it and then losing it and then to come back. And that's the one for sure that Popovich did his military training on the team, and boy, those boys were ready. It was just a sight to see,
Yeah.
I think mine was I can't remember the official game, but it was the I want some nasty like pep talk, bro. Like that, I don't know, because it's just like to be an athlete, bro, and to have been in that huddle, or to just have been on the huddle period when you've been facing adversity, dog. Like, and to hear your coach kind of like minister and drill that motivation into you, like. I mean, I believe every athlete felt it, because I even remember when I was talking about it on the on NBA TNT with like Shaq Kenny, and then was like when Pop said that, and you just saw the turn up in the guys, bro. Like we were. I mean, and the game wasn't too far off, but it was just like we were playing like shit. And it was just like he was like I want some nasty, play with some grit, like stop being soft, like, and you just saw like the change. So like for me, that's one of my longest lasting memories. That's one of my favorite ones. But I kind of agree with Jeff, man. You can like to lose that first one, because it was like, bro, I was so torn to root for like the Spurs in Miami. I literally I would sit with my DeJuan Blair jersey and my damn LeBron James jersey on top of each other, like. One start winning, I take one off. One start, and it was like I was going back and forth. I could just remember being with my in-laws. They was like, "Choose a fucking side," But it was just like, bro, I was torn, because that's my favorite player, and that's like my favorite team. But it was just good to see them both win. So it was just like a win-win for me. But yeah, my nigga Pop, bro.
Nah, some of my favorite times was just like even the most recent ones, because obviously like it's a lot harder for us Spurs fans, even like Spurs players, have been able to celebrate since like Kawhi's departure. We haven't made the playoffs since 19. But like some of the favorite things I'm glad we got to watch just as a way to celebrate him was one when he won the gold medal with Team USA.
Oh yeah, that was fire.
Because
bro.
everyone was talking shit about him. Everyone was like, get rid of him. He's not a good coach anymore, blah, blah, blah. He got carried by Timmy and all this other stuff.
But his the staff that he had, bro, oh my God. Like
the staff and the players, mind you, the players it wasn't like this last Olympic run. like it wasn't that roster wasn't as stacked as the one we just had this recent one. And with all those guys all stepping up to play their roles, even Keldon Johnson being the cheerleader on the team and all that stuff like that was beautiful to watch because everyone stepped up and they were all like, now say shit about Pop now. Say shit. Draymond Green, give props to him. A lot of people don't like him, but he was like, say shit about Pop now. What you gotta say, Perk? All that shit. Another one, just a few years ago, Pop became the most winning coach in NBA all time.
Yes,
you saw the love of his players just celebrating with him.
But I think that's the biggest thing when you amongst your peers when they really your peers reach out to you. Like I saw the likes of Phil Jackson, who's the Dallas longtime coach. I forgot his name. I got a lot of respect for that dude too. I can't think of his damn name.
Before Rick Carlisle?
Yeah, he coached Nash and Dirt. I forgot his name.
Don Nelson?
Don Nelson? I think it was Don Nelson. Was it Don Nelson?
Jeff would know. He's the historian in the group for basketball.
He was up there with wins. Don Nelson, right? The Golden State coach with Steven Jackson and them too.
I'll confirm, but I think he's right.
Yeah, but just to see Pop get his love across the board, bro. I thought that was what was the coolest thing about it. You know what I mean? And even now, you saw the sentiments. I was even looking at when he had the announcement yesterday, how Kenny and Shaq was talking about him. That's crazy, bro. I was just like, man.
Yeah, Don Nelson was the guy before. Yep. You right, Jeff. You right. Good job, bro. And of course, the last one. I mean, I think the last thing I got was when he entered the Hall of Fame a few years ago. It's just, again, man, just seeing everyone cheer up. Even all the people that got in the Hall of Fame with him, like D Wade, Becky in her own way, everyone just talking about the way they love Pop, the way they respected him. Mm-hmm. Again, man, it's just it's not just for just San Antonio. It was just how much he was able to get to everybody. Yep. And that's the important thing, because no disrespect to Phil Jackson or other guys that we talk about. They don't get the love the same way that I've seen Pop get the love.
They don't speak on them coaches like that. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because not every coach is well. You can win, but do you also have impact? I think that's the most part that you can speak to when guys have impact and they go beyond. I think it's because I think who gave Pop the best of his flowers for me was DeMar DeRozan on the pivot when he spoke of how
Pop just sat with him when his dad passed.
He was like, man, he was like, it's one thing to just talk to somebody in a time like that, but he was like, when that person really wants to know who you are, he said, man, Pop mean everything to me because he was like. He cared more about the game of basketball. He said he cared about the game of basketball, but he cared about you more as a person and what you your life and purpose and stuff like that. And I thought that that spoke volumes to me, bro.
Or what even Robert Horry brought it up. The year before he got cut, Pop sent him home so he could be with his daughter. Yeah. And to get all that time with her, before she did tragically pass away 2 years later.
I never knew about that. That is wild to me. I never knew about that story. Yeah, about Robert Horry's daughter.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. It's coaches like him, Coach K. I can think of in football they talk of what you call it like that. They talk about Bill Parcells like that. They talk about what's his name? I'm drawing Bill Cowher. They would talk about Bill Cowher like that. They say the same thing about Mike Tomlin. It's just bro, it's certain guys that they're great coaches, but it's also what they do when they're not on their perspective, sports or fields or whatever like that. So that's cool, man. That's super dope.
Yeah, and it starts with the origin story, right? About Popovich flying to the Virgin Islands to go meet Tim before we drafted him, just to make sure hey, you're coming to the right spot. And it started way back then, right? He already knew that secret of being family with his players rather than just their coaches and all that. And then who could forget? I don't know if y'all remember on the '99 championship video, him dancing in the parade on the Riverwalk after the '99 championship. I mean, that was a memory I'll never forget.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing because I mean, it shows like as much as like there's a lot of people that don't like him for whatever reason they feel. DeJounte Murray was there yesterday for
Bro,
him
I was
too.
just going to speak of that, but I was like, let me let Jeff finish. I saw him. Somebody posted a picture,
Yeah,
and they put like some teary-eyed emojis because they was like showing the players, and then they showed them standing in the very back, and I was like, bro, that's fire, bro. The only icing on the cake if Kawhi was there. That would have been like, all right, bro.
I'm not gonna ask his brittle knees to show up. You know, whatever.
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro.
I mean, it would have been nice, but I don't know how great their relationship is. You know, at this point.
I mean, he said he'd come back, so I'm pretty sure it's welcoming. I'm pretty sure they like if it was to be true, but they GM already said they're not splitting them up. So,
but that was cool that Kawhi did say something nice about Pop.
Oh yeah,
right?
like I mean, it just lets you know, man. It's not always hard feelings. It's not always what outsiders say, bro. It's what really transcends between the two people. Like, don't nobody know how that man truly feel about him, and vice versa. You know, Pop does still show love, but like I know in the heart of hearts, bro.
We hated it, but I know Kawhi loved. No, hold on. We hated it, but I know when Pop interrupted the game to tell the crowd to stop booing Kawhi, that it really touched Kawhi's heart in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
I hated it. I still hate it to this day. I'm like, that's not nasty, too. Pop.
Yeah,
that's not nasty. I don't like it. But that shows you again, like for Pop,
because
that's
it's a respect factor. Like, of course, you can dislike. So it's telling people you can dislike that he's not a part of us no more. It's okay. You can dislike how things transpire, but one thing we're gonna do is be a classy place. And we're gonna be respectful, and we're gonna chill out. And you know what I'm saying?
And by classy, we boo the fuck out of you. You're welcome. We'll treat you like everyone else.
So
and I still think we dodged a bullet with it. So like, I ain't booing no more. You know what I mean? I'm kind of happy it all happened.
I can boo. We deported him, and he won a championship. I can boo.
but just real quick to touch back on the DeJounte Murray, I did read something. I don't know if y'all read it. That he was, of course, he was here for Pop. But that him and Mitch Johnson are real close, and that he was here like I don't know. They said Mitch knew him since he was like 9, and that DeJounte was already getting in trouble, and that he started like a AAU team for him. So
there's a younger
I don't know
picture.
How he knew him.
There's an older picture of DeJounte with I don't know what jersey it was, maybe AAU. I don't think it was college, and Mitch was wearing like the tracksuit, like the sweat, all that stuff. He took a picture with them. He's on them for a long time. So
they said he was here for him. Yeah, like to see his introductory. But he probably was here for both.
I think he was here for both overall. Because I know that means because even like I think they showed DeJounte talking to Pop for a little bit. Yeah. But I mean, it is just overall like nice to see. We obviously knew the Admiral, Wemby, Castle, and all the guys that showed up. We're gonna be there. But yeah, man. I mean, Pop, thank you for 29 years, man. I already think you made a bad decision as president, giving Mitch the power to be the head coach. But it is what it is, man. I mean, I said it in the comments of the press conference. I was like, the only thing that I can trust about Pop making this decision was that his coaching tree is arguably the best in the world in sports all time, because that man's coaching tree stretches out big time, and there's a few champions among that coaching tree. So, I can probably, for now, I can give it. Mitch, you got a nice enough leash,
That's it.
We'll see. You got.
It's a short.
You got 2 seasons, bro. You got 2 seasons. We better be in the playoffs already. Full healthy Fox and full healthy Wemby. Castle, we better. If we trade for Giannis, we better be.
I'm giving him a year, bro. You got a year. You got a year.
I'm giving him 2. I'm giving him 2.
A year to show promise. And if we don't show promise next season, hey, bro, start putting in your resumes, because.
And I think he's gonna be watched like a hawk. I think. Pop's special advisor Manu Ginobili's going to be watching. I think with Pop's training, I think there's going to be some support there. That's like, I think Timmy and Ginobili are just going to just get more involved with it.
At one point, Wemby's going to have to use that power. Wemby will have to use that power that he has, that star power, to be like, hey,
my thing is, I think, but I will say this for Mitch, man. He has undoubtedly the best circumstances into going into a head coaching job. Like, you've been with this man, you know this man, you know the ins and outs of what we're trying to do as a organization. You have all the help you can get, bro. Like, when you got like vets like Manu and Tim always at the helm, like you have everything that you need to make this thing work. You just got to go out there and make sure it transpires on the court. Other than that, man, like, there's no way he should fail. Like, honestly, you have a plethora of talent. You got a deep bench. You got some youth. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got the right vets. It's time to make a run, bro. Like, it's literally time in my eyes. I'm not saying to go deep, but I'm saying just to show that, okay, the Spurs are back on the map. Like, we're playoff bound. Like, we got to get there. We just have to. There's no more excuses, really.
And he definitely has the drive and the fire, right? So,
oh yeah, for sure.
And Pop's gonna be right there. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
For sure. Our boys, our boy Milton has a question for us. Top 3 NBA head coaches of all time list. Pop's one for sure. Phil Jackson, I think, is the other. Who would be the third in y'all's opinion?
Yeah.
And I want to say people we saw. I don't want to go with people like just all time that, you know, because we could say like someone like we could say like 80s, 90s, 60s, whatever.
I
want to like who we saw.
I want to say who we saw. Like Red Auerbach.
I got Larry Brown for sure in the top 3. Larry Brown.
I would. I think 3 has to go to Pat, bro. He's the first. It's your first 3-peat, man.
Yeah.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm not.
I'm saying like,
I don't hate it.
I honestly can't think of nobody else. I mean, like, Pat really. I think you gotta go Pat, man. Like, Pat.
He did fix the broken Lakers.
Like, he's kind of like, man, and he did it with 2 different organizations. That's what's the crazy part.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff doesn't want to give that credit to the Heat, but yeah.
No, I'll give it to Pat. I'll give it to Pat Riley, but not his understudy.
you don't like Spo like that?
Not his Mitch Johnson.
Oh man.
Hey, his Mitch Johnson got some titles, so our Mitch Johnson better too.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, I think those 3 right there, like, just, I mean, they solidify what you when you speak basketball, you say those 3 names, it's almost like it's gonna ring a bell in anywhere you're at. Like, those 3 names are undoubtedly like the best. So
yep. All right. Milton says leader of men when it comes to Popovich. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And he has one last comment. Nick should have got it in '99. He's a Knicks fan. You know what, Milton?
Hey,
what you got was that 4-1 beating. That's what you got with that clutch shot from Avery Johnson.
Hey,
you got that whooping, boy.
Avery Johnson go for that, bro. Like that jump,
especially without Ewing. You got that belt to ass, boys. You got that belt to ass.
Boy, Avery Johnson, boy, he was. What if he missed that shot? Boy, I mean, that was just like
we would have won the next game.
It would have been fine. Come down.
The Lord knew Avery needed to hit that shot. Boy.
Yeah, our team was stacked compared to win with Avery Johnson as our point guard.
The Knicks shouldn't even have been in the finals, bro. They were the 8th seed who lucked out without Ewing. Like, come on.
Yeah, it was.
We were supposed to beat Reggie Miller that year. We weren't supposed to beat a Ewingless Knicks team.
That was
Reggie Miller.
That was the fall of the East. Ever since then, ever since Jordan, the East has been whack. Starting with the Knicks team.
Even the basketballs, they're like, oh, look at the rise of Derrick Rose. Nope, take the knees. Take the knees. They're like, we can only have Bron here for a little bit. We got something to the west. You know.
That's
too much. I'm not wrong, bro. But anyways, the only thing that's crazy is these NBA finals. I mean, not finals. The NBA playoffs have actually been really good this year.
Yeah,
they have. I've actually been watching. It's been very interesting.
I mean, the first round, I said in the text that there was like a few series that I really liked, like the Nuggets, Clippers.
The first round?
Ooh, favorite one.
Mine was Boston, Orlando.
Nah.
Really?
I liked it. I liked to seeing like Pablo really go at the Celtics. But
what'd you call him? What'd you call him?
Or what is his name?
Pablo. No,
Orlando
there's no
Pablo.
B.
Pablo, whatever, Orlando.
He's not Latino, at least from what I know. He ain't no Pablo.
I like him though. I like that kid, Paulo Banchero. He's nice. Bro.
Banquero.
Now mine was the Rockets and Golden State.
Yeah.
It was kind of rough to watch Houston just like be so bad most of the series, but then you saw the talent that they do got. But damn, man, Jalen Green.
But can I ask y'all a question? Like,
nah, fuck Jalen Green. He sucks. Support him.
Do y'all really? I mean,
what?
I don't. I hate these new bigs, bro. Like Sengun is nice. I see the hope for him being one of those ones, but dog, what I saw out of that last game was atrocious, bro. I'm not letting Draymond Green stop me from getting to the rim, bro. Yeah. It's just no way you don't utilize your jump shot, your hook shot.
Man, his shot was off, dude.
Yeah, he was
just disappeared.
He was the only thing is like when Draymond was guarding him, he was too afraid to get close to the basket. He was afraid of backing him up and into it because he was worried about getting steal or being dropped or whatever.
Like when they gave him the ball at the top of the free throw line, like my coaches always preach, bro. 3 dribbles or less. Like if you dribble more than 3 times, you're doing too much, and like you're already slowing down the defense. Like. So where he was getting the ball at, I figure is back to the basket, 1, 2, pick the ball up, and you're making the move to the rim, or somebody's already coming to double, kick to the open guy. Like, because it was a few times where he had Draymond literally under the rim, and it was like he was struggling to score. And I'm like, dude, you're too big. Like, it should be easy. Just as soon as your hand goes up like this, it's automatic foul. He's not getting nowhere near the ball. Like, so it was for me. I would have liked to see more out of him because he was unstoppable. He was arguably unstoppable. Like, they had no big for him, so they had no answer. And I just felt like he should have taken advantage of that. But I felt like they played outside in instead of inside out. Because Thompson was Thompson was their saving grace. If he wasn't scoring, like Jalen Green had quiet spells. Like, and we're not gonna talk about that.
One game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that other guy. We're not gonna get that light-skinned guy. No love.
Yeah, but not real quick. Yeah, I think Sengun. I think he did a phenomenal job. He could have been a little bit more perfect. Yeah. He did. I think they were just relying him on too much because the rest of the team fell apart. For the Van Fleet didn't fucking come alive until game 4. Those first 3 games, he was like he's the one to me with his experience that he's the one that kind of let this team get in a hole. Yeah, he finally started. He started playing like I know him to play in game 4 and on. It was a little too late. But those first 3 games, he was like, I even said he was a weak link because I know that he's better than what he was playing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then he finally started playing like he did. But man, yeah, I think Jalen Green disappearing, he was one of the studs all year. For him just to disappear, Amon Thompson figured it out, Sengun, but I just think the team that they had during the year just wasn't there. So then they just relied too much on Sengun.
Yep. What up, Alex?
What's up?
And man, we just here talking about some NBA playoffs. How you doing today, bro?
Good. Just got back from Edison's game.
Nice. So we're just talking about right now the Rockets and Warriors series. How the Rockets kind of choked. They kind of gave up the series. They looked so good all season long for the most part. They got the 50 wins and they showed up in the playoffs and they just got a little owned by Draymond Green by this nervousness of the playoffs. What are your thoughts about series, bro?
I mean, they're a young team. They probably played one of the best 7 seeds in probably I haven't seen a 7 seed like that where they have that many championship caliber players on the team. Besides, I think was it the Lakers when they were this like a lower seed?
The Spurs beat the Mavericks that one year as a 7 seed.
Yeah, but they didn't have a
play-in.
I don't think they have like I would say Steph Curry's like one of the like one of those players that seems to like get better with age, especially the 3-pointer.
Well, it does help that
he just scored to the third quarter. That was crazy.
Yeah, Buddy Hield saved them. The
defense was on them. The defense, like they played their ball and they made them uncomfortable that first half.
Yeah, they did.
They wanted anybody else to beat them,
but he was showing his playmaking skills. He's like those he got the ball at the corner, then he ran to the basket, then threw it behind him to Buddy Hield, and bada bing, man, like those, like his playmaking got to show up on that one.
Yeah, that's what I told my mom, because my mom was like, he still ain't scored yet. I was like, if he's facilitating and not scoring, he's still scoring. Those are points.
He got 10 rebounds.
Yeah, that's what I said. Every assist is a point. You gotta look at it that way. Every assist is points. So if he's able to do that, man, I said they're gonna survive. And then you got a little bit out of Draymond, and then you got a little bit out of Moody. Like, it's just stuff like they're just a well-oiled machine for like veteran leadership, bro. They just know how to show up. And I mean, having Jimmy Butler is a damn cheat code, bro.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like the only reason they're in the playoffs is because they got Jimmy, and they went from the 10th, 11th seed, and they got up to at least the 7th.
Well, I think they meant more than what they were expected to do this year. Was as far as Houston. So I don't think I don't think anybody should say choke it, because I mean, like,
choke is an ugly word. They didn't choke. They just didn't. No. They didn't. It's like
but they could have won the series. They did fumble it. I will say they fumbled it. I won't say
I will say they should have won this series. But I won't use choke, because it's one of those. This is one of those underlying teams that is full of youth, that is just experience. Like, if they see this position next year, you will see them play a totally different style of basketball, because they've been there before. Like, so losing is your best experience for stuff like this. Like, you're gonna see the Maddox make a jump. You're gonna see Detroit make a jump. Houston's gonna make a jump.
I wouldn't say fumble either, because they came back from 3-1.
They did, but what I'm saying is like that aggressiveness, that stuff, like they could have won games 3 and 4. Yeah. And like my biggest critique is that their leading scorer of the season averaged like 9.5 points.
Yeah,
in 6 other games, other than the one game he put up 38 points. Like that 38 points saved him from going under double digits, but other than that, he averaged 9 points a game, and that you're the leading scorer of the whole season. Like, you shouldn't be like this down bad. Like, for him, that's what I'm saying. Fumbled. Like, for the whole team, I'll say fumbled, because there was even mistakes that Ime Udoka made.
Isn't a bad word. It's just opportunity for them, bro. Like, it's not a black eye to the team, because like the league is on notice. Like, they know Houston ain't no pushover. Like, and they're only going to get better. They can only add assets. They can only move people. Like, they're going to take a step forward. Ime Udoka is doing a great job with this team. That's why I look at like teams like Detroit. Yeah, they lost, but bro, they're going to be in the mix, bro. These teams are it's a dynamic shift in the whole league. You're going to soon say bye-bye to KD, LeBron, hopefully Steph. Like, guys are going to leave, and these young teams are going to like, they're gonna rise, bro. And all the ugly jersey teams are gonna be the teams that are leading the league. Like,
Spurs will be back, boys.
They're gonna. It's a shift, man, and it's just like, but it's still good for basketball, man. Like, these guys, they showed up. You just wish you would have saw better out of them, because you know what their potential is. Like, Jalen Green is on the rise to be one of those star player guys, but like, you just didn't see it come out of him. So it's just like, you would have wished you saw him play better. That's all. It's not a black.
They said he might be gone, right, or something. He's on the.
Well, Jalen Green, if they want to make that trade piece for like Booker, Giannis, Jalen Green's probably going to be the top of the trade piece.
Yeah.
They want him. It's probably going to be him, or like a guy like Aman Thompson, like one of their.
If I'm Houston, I'm not touching him, bro.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when you get good talent like that, you got to give up some prospects.
You can give up some good prospects, but you don't have, especially if you have a lot of picks. You don't got to do all that.
Oh, like, yeah, if they got picks,
you give up Van
Fleet, and they do.
Like, I move Van Fleet and Dylan Brooks in the heartbeat.
Well, Van Vliet's on a team option. Team could pick him up for one more year for $45 million, and no, Van Vliet is not worth $45 million. So
Dylan Brooks disappeared too. Him and Green, like, Brooks couldn't hit his three, couldn't do a goddamn thing.
All that talking, and he walked off the court without saying a word, and Draymond Green calling him out for it right now.
So it sounds like some of you Spurs fans are happy with Houston's exit.
I was rooting for them.
Oh, No,
I wanted Houston to put up a fight, but I knew out of respect for Golden State, like veteran leadership.
I'm just saying they fumbled it. I'm not saying like, oh my God, yes, let's celebrate. Woo!
No.
But,
That's probably what it is. I picked them to win, so when they lose, I'm like, man, Jalen Weed.
I know I picked Golden State, but I don't hate on them. It's exciting to see them. I'm happy that they're winning because, like,
I thought Golden State would win because of the experience.
I picked Golden State to win it too.
If you really want to see me celebrate Houston getting eliminated, it'll be when they play the Spurs again in the playoffs. That's what I'll really be celebrating. Otherwise, I don't care. Yeah, none of these teams are my team, so it really does not matter.
That's all.
But no, I mean, I will give props to like Kerr and them for stepping up because, hey, when they put in Steven Adams, bro, that Golden State offense had trouble. Like they couldn't rebound, they couldn't get anything in the post. Steven Adams is a beast, so they turned it around Game 7 because Steven Adams is a man. He's an animal. He's a big man.
And then he didn't have a good Game 7, but that's what got him back to Game 7 for sure.
Yep, for sure. Those 5 and 6, like they really needed Steven Adams. Like, yeah. But all right, let's talk about a different one. Nuggets Clippers playoff Harden. Let's talk about playoff Harden choking once again, bro.
Yeah, don't get in more. Don't even speak on that, man.
We have to speak on this playoff talk, bro.
Let that man die, man. That man is choke artist.
No, if I gotta see him on the court,
choke artist, bro. What's that? 0-7.
What's that?
0-7 in Game 7.
0-7 in Game 7s. Where he shit the bed.
Probably, bro. Four different teams he's been eliminated in Game 7s.
That's crazy, bro. Like my thing is I don't even know what they play so well all season. Like they start off slow, they catch a rhythm, they get to the playoffs, and then when it matters most, they just I don't know, bro. I mean, it is the Nuggets, but still, like I figured this Clippers team was.
We all had the Clippers winning because the coaching changed, the way the Clippers have been playing all season long. We all had Clippers winning.
I think for me it was a coaching change. You know, it was a coaching change. But damn, I mean, they Clippers did play good, and then man, that one game, the Aaron Gordon dunk from the air ball. You know, I learned a new rule and everything like that. That was a series right there, right? And they were close, but yeah, the Nuggets. You know, that I'm up on the Nuggets. If they did that without their head coach, I mean, I don't know, man. It looks like Jokic, the Joker, is coaching the team. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
Well, can we get props to Russell Westbrook for being like, I mean, everyone likes to shit on him, but man, he's been stepping up big for their bench and, you know, playing his game.
I feel like that's who he's been his whole career, bro. I just think I think you're certain players in certain schemes and systems like underutilized. Like I that's how I feel, bro. I just feel like when you move certain players in certain in positions, or you move them to like certain teams and they get around the right culture, some people just come alive, and that's what he's good at, bro. He's a great facilitator, bro. He's been like that his whole career. But to just be able to be a role player in you know what I'm saying, to a winning culture is what changes for him. So I thought he looks good with them, bro. But it's just a matter of how far they can go.
Bro, 8 shots James Harden took in Game 7. When would this man learn? Like, I just want to know, like, how long has he been in the career? When was he drafted? 09, 10? When was he drafted? Like, how long have you been in the league that you don't know to take over when you need to, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, wasn't he like the 3rd overall pick, 2nd overall pick? Like, what are we doing, bro? You're the MVP. You know, you all this hype. You know, you got Kawhi on your side. It's like, what's going on?
My thing is, honestly, bro, like, it's not even. It's just like, do you want to win? Like, that's what it is for me. Do you want to win, bro? Because he's literally like, this is as far as it's gonna go. Like,
I mean, I can name a few more players that only took a few shots in the elimination game too. So,
do you want to go ahead and name them?
I'm saying like this.
I think we all know.
No, please, entertain me.
I mean, entertainment purposes, like, please let us know.
Ron James.
But he's a winner, isn't he?
Yeah, but how many years in the league? 20-something years, and again.
Okay, are you comparing a guy with 4 titles and 10 championship appearances, or are we talking about a guy who's never won the whole thing?
But you guys want to say elimination games. LeBron James.
Bro.
Our game-winning shots.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter stats.
Quarter stats. Yeah.
What do you
You gotta,
mean?
you guys
Ray
gotta throw
Allen.
numbers up there.
We're
You know, I mean,
it's not the same. It's not the same thing, though.
And Jeff
Skip Bayless.
It's
Jeff
not
is telling the truth.
No, Jeff would also say the same thing about Dak Prescott. So is James Harden the Dak Prescott of the NBA?
Man, I don't know, man. I got some love for James Harden, man. I mean, I know he does fold in those 7 games, and even in their championship, right, against the Heat, I thought OKC should have won, and James Harden disappeared, dude. He didn't disappear against the Spurs. He killed the Spurs.
Wow, and who beat him that year? Who beat him that year? The guy that Alex is talking about,
dude. And then he nuts up in the final. Like they must have told him something, or it was in Miami, so we probably at the strip club. But like, man, that was weird, man. He let me down that year, dog. Like in what was that, 2012? That was horrible. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch enough of him. Like when he was was he with Philly? Like I don't know. I did watch him a lot when he was with the Rockets, and they, he's made it to the Western Conference Finals. He's gotten far. He just when he gets to that championship level. Look, if Denver goes on to win it, who's to say they're not? Like I can't pick who's going to win it. Okay, you can't say Denver's not. If they go on to win it, they lost to the champions. Like he does get to that part where you're playing against championship pedigree, and he just can't get it done against the teams.
But when are you going to step up and beat it? That's my question. Like you have Kawhi, you got two-time Finals MVP, you got Ty Lue, a former coach who won the NBA Finals. Like, what more do you need? Like, bro, we could do a draft today of all of James Harden's teammates, and we all have fucking elite teams because he's had the who's of teammates. But when's he gonna get it done? Like,
well maybe it is Ty Lue. Ty Lue hasn't won shit. Has he won a Finals?
Yeah, yeah, he's won 16.
He won 16 with who?
The Cavs. The Cavaliers.
He was the head coach.
Yeah, remember they fired the dude and then they made him.
God.
Yeah, so yeah,
Golden State should be ashamed of themselves losing to fucking Ty Lue. And then that's embarrassing. That's how much I was watching that finals. That's horrible.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, did you not enjoy that finals? That was one of the greatest finals.
It was a good game. I watched Game 7, but it took Draymond Green getting suspended for the Cavs to get back in it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
What does that matter? He still Game 6, Game 7. Like, what are we talking about? It's not. They weren't in elimination games in 6 and 7.
No, it wasn't like Game 6. I did watch Game 6. They survived that Game 6.
So when Bron and put up 41 in Game 6, it's because Draymond was suspended.
Was he in that game? What game was he suspended?
5.
No.
That's crazy, bro. I will not waste breath on conversations like this. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. A nigga got an MVP.
46.
A nigga got an MVP for guarding LeBron James when he literally had a triple-double in the finals.
No, not 41 shots, fool.
Come on, man.
You're thinking of Kobe.
On 48 minutes, 41 shots.
The nigga's clickbait, bro. Like every time you say his name, you got something to be said about it.
Well, you can't hear Alex's hate right now for him.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that was LeBron James' most impressive finals. I'll give him that. And
niggas say his name for clickbait all the time, bro.
Yeah, he didn't have anybody to throw under the bus that year.
Oh my God.
He would have married Dellavedova. That's impressive.
Oh, maybe if they would have lost, it would have been Dellavedova's fault. I mean, hey, he played good that year.
Played better than Wade.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're thinking 15.
What was it? 15?
15 is when Kyrie.
Oh yeah, because Kyrie came back.
Kyrie died. Yeah, Kyrie came back in 16.
I remember that.
Hey, Bron had been able to win in 15. Fuck yeah, bro. They could have. They really could have won 15. Yeah. So, I mean, come on, bro. We can't talk shit about Bron and then not talk about how the Warriors had to cry and beg KD to come join them. Come on now.
That was embarrassing.
We can't do all that, fellas. Come on now.
And going real quick, right back to Draymond Green when they headlining him talking about Pop, and I get it, he's a gold medalist and all that with Pop and all that, but quite frankly, I don't care what Draymond Green has to say, and I don't care if he's even talking about Pop. That dude is not a good example and should not be getting any publicity for anything good. That dude, like him on the court, It's just like I just don't like that swiping people's faces. As we said, racking people that 1 year where he got suspended. I mean, I just don't get how people hate him and then they give him the floor to speak about Pop. I just don't understand that.
No, he's gonna be, as long as the Warriors are winning, he's gonna get the floor. Milton, he's about to get suspended this series. I bet you.
Yeah. How many checks does he got?
Milton, you don't want to know. You don't know where. You don't want to know where. Milton says, curious where LeBron's on all-time list for Chi-Town for Alex. I think Alex had him at 6 last time. I think Alex had him at 6 last time. I remember, which is still disappointing for James. That's why he's been quiet the last 5 minutes.
It's just unnecessary hate, bro. It's not even about it. It's just unnecessary hate. It's crazy.
Alex is like, I was born in Chicago. We're meant to hate LeBron James, brother. I'm gonna hate him forever.
Hey, when James Harden lost in that Western Conference Finals against Golden State, who was his big man? I can't remember.
Clint Capella.
When they missed all them threes. That was
the 27 threes.
I remember Josh Smith. Josh Smith was a walking bucket that year, and fucking, I think in the playoffs whenever he started playing terrible.
Trevor Ariza disappeared. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Make the Western Conference Finals with Clint Capella.
Bro, can you believe that that feels like so long ago? But then it was like 18. I think it was
way.
Or 19. It was one of the two.
Yeah,
it was 18
that
or
feels
19.
Way longer than that. That's crazy.
But like now we got like a series like Game 5, Lakers versus Wolves. The Wolves missed 43s and they win. Then yesterday the fucking Celtics missed 45 threes. They took 60 threes, and then of course they lose. Like it's like, bro, like we can't even talk about the 27 misses anymore because all these teams are fucking shooting nonstop threes for shit.
What about Rudy Gobert? How you like his performance? So say I know you don't really like the way
that's one nice anomaly, bro. I would love to see if he could do it more often instead of just one game every 10 years. That'd be fucking great. Wow.
He does have like games where like the stats don't really show.
Bro,
he impacts on the game.
Bro, that's like saying Bo hit 30 points. Yeah, when? That one time? Cool.
Why do you hate, so what's your hatred with Rudy Gobert? Is it because
everyone hates Rudy Gobert, bro? Everybody.
He started COVID, bro. He started COVID.
I think he's
COVID. He started COVID. He doesn't show. He's not a playoff performer. I mean, good thing. There's one game he was averaging what, like 14, 25. Like, oh man, I'm glad you finally put 2020 game together. Woo! I can't wait. I hope you don't choke the next series. Or the one after that, if y'all make it to the conference finals.
So you're like he's a 7-footer.
Defensive player of the year. He couldn't stop freaking Jokic. When you put Cat on him, Cat does a better fucking job last year. That makes no fucking sense.
A 7-footer doesn't give, like, whenever they get 20 rebounds, you're like, you're supposed to do that.
20 rebounds and you lose? Yeah, no, it doesn't mean shit to me.
Okay.
And when you still allow like 40 points from Jokic, yeah, that doesn't mean shit to me.
Yeah.
Your 20 rebounds don't mean shit. What are you talking about? You was defensive player of the year 4 times, and Jokic still dog walked him. Now he's gonna get 2 series in a row where there's no true centers, so he's gonna have the easiest day. Like he should be putting up 20-20s on these little guys. He should be, but I
feel like some of the players too. Like whenever. Like Wemby's like one of the tallest dudes in the fucking league. So whenever I see like he has like 8 blocks, I'm like, dude, you're supposed to get that shit. I'm ready for you to fucking hit over 40% on the 3-point line because that's what you were meant to like bring. That's what the hype was about.
I don't want to shoot that many threes, but yes, I understand. He hits like 35% right now.
You know what I mean? Like whenever people say like, oh, you're like, look at all these fucking blocks. I'm like, motherfucker, you're like the tallest man in the fucking NBA. Of course you're gonna fucking get those many blocks.
And more. I want more. Yeah. More.
You're like, come on.
But he's being asked to be the best player of the team. Rudy Gobert is not being asked to do that.
Yeah, true.
So I think that's like the stigma there that's different. Like, look, I'm glad that he put up a really good game. You know, even Shaq said, like, I have to give him a compliment. You know, he didn't want to do it, but he did. But I mean, at the same time, too, like that Alex, you could agree that Lakers team looked like exactly what we thought it would look like post trade. Too small to handle the freaking competition.
Yeah,
They were too
yeah.
small.
I think
Bron being the
too,
5 did not work.
Yeah, I think JJ he let the media kind of get to his head. JJ Redick for sure.
JJ loser, it's just
God damn.
Nah, he really did. He let that shit get to his head. That was wild, right? Like that one game, I think it was game 4 where all the whole starters played the whole second half. I was like, what the fuck? What is this? AUU?
CYO.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
What was the shot? Like, I hated that they didn't play Jackson Hayes more. I'm like, dude, at least do a little something to disrupt the bigs, to disrupt the system. Like, now Bron's gonna be our 5. What are we talking about, bro? Like, how are we gonna play Luka 42 minutes? Like, if we already know his conditioning is like an issue, like you gassing him out by the fourth quarter, of course he's not gonna do that well.
Hey, but what do you think that is, man? Like, they do got a point with Luka, like showing him like his rookie and sophomore year, like just how more agile he was, and, like
bro,
more springy. What's wrong with him?
Jeffrey, he moved to Texas. They introduced him to
fried
barbecue.
Food, barbecue.
Bro, let's go to the freaking stores, the restaurants over there in Slovenia, wherever he's from, and compare him to here. Bro, no shit, he got fat. We fucked him up.
But you would think they would be on top of that. His diet, the team, somebody.
They
had it. They regulated. That's why Michael Finley, you saw, he took his beer away from him last year.
So you think you could win a championship with like a player like that? Then with like his all offense.
Just an all offense team.
In today's game, yes. Yeah. Back in the day, no.
Because even now, like, Jokic doesn't have that much of good defense either, and he was the champion.
Defense today is horrible.
But Joker doesn't have to be that number 1 defender on his team.
Well, neither does Luka, though. I mean,
I think the way they constructed that team, he kind of has to.
The Lakers is not constructed for him to yet, though. That's the only thing.
No, I'm talking about like right now, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like he needs to play like both ends because they don't have a big or they don't have a lockdown defender. I think what's his name, Hachimura was probably their best defender.
Hachimura, yeah.
Or maybe Austin Reeves is kind of low, like low key, kind of a good defender.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. That team just wasn't ready for the big time just yet, And that's such to say, they gave up. I don't know, this is for James. It's not for you, Alex. I know how much you hate him. They gave up one of Bron's years to be able to acquiesce, their future, because Luka is going to be their future, right? Bron's got maybe a year or 2 left, so we'll see. I mean, it's going to be interesting how they build around them. But I don't want to talk about the losers too much right now. Let's talk about the winners. Minnesota, they did win. Anthony Edwards showed some awesome playmaking. Gee, Alex, I wonder who did that. You're upsetting James.
I know.
Not at all. I just don't understand why we're spending so much time talking about it. Like, if you know basketball, you should know why they lost. But I mean, obviously.
Oh, because it's on every fucking ESPN network. You turn it on, it's on.
So,
just like the same reason why Shador Sanders is still on, and it's like what, a week and a half already. That's over.
Shador in 5. Well, that's why I want to talk about the winners. I was talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves. They fucking did their thing. But like, my question is like, okay, did y'all all?
I don't feel like they did though. When you look at these games, it's like if you look at the way the Lakers are constructed, they have no secondary scoring if it's not Bron. You have no true floor leader if the ball's not sitting in Luka's hand. So when you play stalemate in the playoffs, it's almost like what Pop used to always do to teams with a star player. When you get to the half court, you have to play half court basketball. If your team is not built on half court basketball, especially when you play in a run and gun team like that, you're gonna get ran out the gym. It's no longer about your your 5-set offense. It's not about your play calling. It's about endurance, hustle points, and defense. That's one thing the Lakers don't have. They don't have nobody outside of Rudy Hachimura or Rudy Hachimura and Austin Reeves with Vanderbilt on the court. Because when you put those guys out there, they're only out there for one reason. Like, play defense. When it's time to play offense, they can't score for you unless it's fast break points. And if you're not controlling the ball and you have all these turnovers, dude, it's playoff basketball. It's a game of possessions. You're going to get beat like a drum. It's simple. It's not hard. But, I mean, like, that's how they lost. They were fatigued. They're tired. They don't have no big. Like, it's easy to – it's not hard to look at and see why they lost. Like, if you had them going past them, it's like, shit, you had to get the hero ball out of either LeBron or you have to get it out of Luka, and it wasn't going to happen. So –
and that they have a rookie coach who really did let his emotions get to him the last few games. Because I did think he let himself get out coached. Like obviously, like we said, like making the starters play all second half,
yeah,
and then going into game 5 emotional because you're getting pissed at the questions.
Yeah,
and then that Reggie Miller's got to come in and calm me down. It's like that's. Like, bro.
Yeah, but it's a matter of just like, dog, you live and you learn. It's his first time being there. Like, of course he's been there as a player, but it's different under like the auspices of being a head coach. Like, you live and you learn. Not everybody gets to just walk through and have this glorious.
No, I get that, James. What I'm saying is like, nonetheless, like you still have to carry yourself as a professional and
for sure,
and at least do something. That's where I feel like JJ lacked, and he fell off there. But nothing too crazy there. All right. Well, like I said, I want to talk about Minnesota a little bit. I mean, obviously, we think. I mean, I would assume most of us have Anthony Edwards in our top 10. How high in our top 10? And has he passed Luka in y'all's opinion?
Man, I mean, you can go. Oh, am I frozen or
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, yeah. Nah, yeah. Like I think Edwards is very good, right? He's up there. I don't know. I would have to go through the list, but I mean, it's hard. Yeah, like of course, like this year he's better than Luka, but last year Luka was better, right? So like he's up there in the conversation. I mean, obviously he's like very, very good, very strong talent. You know, he like he's young. He don't get tired. Like yeah, he's definitely like the next big guy, right? The next big name. But yeah, like the past Luka, I don't know about that. But yeah, he's definitely up there with the best of the league right now, for sure.
I don't know where you put him at, but he's there. Like
I'm gonna piggyback what James had just said. With JJ being his first year, you live and you learn. Just like Anthony Edwards was his first time making it that far last year, and then this year coming in, he said that he didn't have no legs whenever he got to play against Dallas. So,
bro, y'all watching this game?
No,
you live and you learn.
Indy just came back and won it.
Damn.
They took both games in Cleveland. Hallie with the clutch 3 at the end. Holy caca, dude!
It just turned off my TV.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So they're up 2-0.
They're up 2-0, full fucking advantage. Oh man! Wow. And it was big because Garland and Mobley were out this game. Yeah. So, but I mean, at a certain point, I remember fucking Cleveland being up by like 15, and like, or more, and I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
What
Cleveland, I picked you.
200 to 215.
Huh?
Was the score like 200 to 215? Something like that.
What basketball you been watching?
I'm just saying because fucking Indy games are like, bro. They're like 150 and 140.
Indy's games it was 120 to 119. Relax on your 200s.
Bro, they're not playing defense.
It's fucking crazy. That's what I mean. That's why I like the Detroit Pistons series and the New York series. That was a good series, even though we didn't go the distance like how we all said. But just like we said about the.
And what if the refs called that fucking foul at the 3-point line?
But like you notice too, like Detroit had some of those games and kind of like right there, and then like they weren't experienced, and
Yeah, let them
that's
slip
where it came in.
because they don't know
Let
how
them
to.
slip
You don't know
away.
how to close, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like you see, that's why I'm saying like for Houston and some of these teams, you're seeing like when these pivotal, like okay, there's 2 minutes left of the game. How do we control the pace of the floor? Like, are we running full? Like, are we running full like fast break offense, or are we slowing it down, trying to find the best shot, getting the ball to your best player, isolation ball, letting him work in the pick and pop situation or pick and roll, like my thing was with the like, dude, Detroit with the experience beats the Knicks. Like Cade Cunningham and Harmon, you couldn't stop those guys in the pick and roll. Like it was a foul on Cat every other play, bro. Like you gotta know like your nuances of things that work for you that's gonna get you like easy points and buckets. Like that should have been their bread and butter going into closing. Like, and I'm telling you, like when you see them next year, they're gonna be different. They're gonna add pieces. They're gonna draft somebody. They might pick up a free agent or trade for somebody. They might become an exciting place to play. Like, and that's what I'm saying for teams like that. Like, it's you can't like I don't count guys like that out. That's what I'm saying. Like and then you look at that. Like Indiana was that team. Indiana was that team that couldn't close before. Like they didn't have the pieces to the puzzle. You add Siakam, they started playing defense. Halliburton gets a little bit more experience, and now you're seeing a shift change. It's the same thing with New York.
Well, I mean I'm not like giving too much harsh grades on the teams like they went down. Like I get it. Like that's all I was saying. Like the Lakers, they weren't prepared. This team is not built for Luka. It was built for Bron AD combo, and it doesn't look good right now because they gave up AD. Houston, they're young, like you said. They should get rid of Jalen Green and build around Amen and Sagoon. I say bring Book for Houston, but I know some Houston fans don't want any trades at all. They want to stick to what they got already, and I don't like that idea.
Who?
I don't.
Houston fans. Some Houston fans don't.
But who'd you want, Brooke?
I would say Devin Booker.
Oh, Booker. Okay.
Booker. It's like get rid of Jalen Green, some first round picks, whatever you need to. Tyler Easton, and bring in Devin Booker. Like get him in there because if you put him with Amen,
that would work, bro. Because you get a guy that's a sure bucket. That's what you need on a team like that. A veteran would like, and that's why. Like I know that's why people was like, oh yeah, that's why KD would be perfect. But you don't know how much he has to offer you in being a bona fide scorer. So
yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna give like too much of a harsh grade to the teams that lost. Obviously, for the most part, they weren't good enough or anything like that. But I mean, it is what it is. I was impressed with New York and Pistons. I loved it. It was fun. It was good. New York showed that they needed a series like that because look how they came back against Boston yesterday. That kind of like series kind of woke them up. I mean, obviously they're still down by 20, but if the Celtics weren't shooting like 53s, or 63s a game, maybe they would have won that game.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Brunson. I know he's might be properly rated, but I still feel like he's underrated for his size. He's a baller, dog. Like I really like him, man.
I got him in my top 10 right now. I think he's a top 10 player.
He is. It's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a fan.
Why?
I know some people don't like him.
I'm not, man.
Because he's too small.
No, I don't know. I just think he's
because he looks like Alex.
No, I just think he's a glorified role player. Like I don't.
Nah, he's been leading that.
What are we doing? Oh my god!
Okay. Look,
imagine if someone said that about Allen Iverson. Oh my god!
Like my thing is this, because look at it like this. I give more respect to somebody like Drew Holiday versus Jalen Brunson. Like I like Drew. I would take Drew Holiday over Jalen Brunson. That's just me.
But Drew is a role player.
But that's just me. That's what I'm saying. That's why that's what I just said. I could think Jalen Brunson is a glorified role player.
He's not a glorified role player, bro. He's clearly a starter. He's clearly taking the Knicks to the playoffs every damn year he's been there. He's very underpaid. That's for damn sure. He's also willing to take pay cuts so his guys can be there. Like, he ain't no glorified. Get stop, bro. We don't need to do that.
I just think I have a.
We don't need to do that.
We don't need to do that. Alex don't like LeBron for the stupidest reasons.
No, he hates LeBron. His logic doesn't make sense.
That's fine.
Some people just don't know basketball.
Like
just like Jeff doesn't make sense with his D Wade and Kobe hate. It doesn't
I
make
think I
sense.
make perfect sense. Perfect sense.
It's like Jalen Brown. I didn't say he was a scrub.
Okay, first of all, I didn't say they had the right to do any of that shit, so you don't have the right either.
I'm just saying,
I don't give a fuck about equal rights, James. Fuck that no shit of Brunson being a glorified
if
role player.
Brunson wins a championship where the refs give it to him shooting 25 free throws a game, yeah, I might not like him as much. But Wade, I'm definitely accurate on Wade's.
Oh shit!
You fuckers don't make sense. What's wrong? Like I was talking to my buddy yesterday or a few days ago. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with free throw merchants? Just because they go in and get the foul? Well, no shit. That's the easiest way to get baskets. It's not pretty. It's not sexy ball. But goddamn, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot more than Tatum taking 63s a game.
Didn't fucking like Tony Parker in one of the championship runs had like one of the most.
I think it was like 05 or 07, something
Spurs
like that.
Never got that many free throws.
No,
a single player.
He would take Tony was the guy who would pretend to go for floaters sometimes to get him the back to make sure he'd sell that shit.
So
and we know about Manu's flopping. He is the creator of the flop. What are we talking about? He's not the creator
of the flop. He perfected it.
Oh my god!
Like, dude, that's what I'm crazy about the NBA. Y'all see like how they drive to the hole now, like Jimmy.
Why are we lying to ourselves, Jeff?
I am not lying to myself. What's it called? Have y'all seen where?
The next segment.
Now listen, where they drive to the basket now, like Jimmy Butler last night. You just go and you like throw your shoulder to get your little space, and then you go up. Dude, Ginobili would have gotten so many flops, dude. So many calls. He would have got. There would be so many charges. It would be like unfair right now. Because it's like allowed to like offensive charges now, like they let you do it kind of in a way. It's weird, man.
They know how to sell it now. Like it's crazy.
You just go like you drive real hard and like boom, you give them that shoulder push, and then of course that creates space and you just lay it up. Why Jimmy Butler? Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, it's the slow Euro. It's what.
I mean, Amon Thompson was doing it to Butler.
Castle does it better than anybody.
Yeah, Castle does that. Slow
Euro. That slow down, boom.
Did you hear what he said? He was like, "That was the first thing they taught me when I got to San Antonio," and he perfected that shit, dude. That's crazy.
He's like, Coach Mitch taught it to me.
Coach.
Man,
he perfected it though, bro. He passes out of that so much, bro. It's crazy.
Oh, now we know the certified Bron hater, certified D Wade Kobe hater. Now I know the certified Brunson hater. Okay. Right now I gotta ask Trey who. I gotta ask Trey who.
I wish I could go watch that finals as an adult, as a mature adult that y'all are now. I don't know if they still have the film somewhere. Go watch that series, man. Like y'all would probably be tripping.
Why do I need? What is 34, Jose?
How old were you in 06, Jose?
15.
Yeah,
a small little child.
Oh, I'm sorry that you were already getting your AARP card. Fucking shit. That don't mean fucking shit to me.
I don't understand is whenever he always says hand it to him, but then you never bring up whenever they played the Nets in that series.
Man, we did not gotta get handed to beat the Nets, man. Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin. That was lunch, dude. We didn't even come on.
And like both
Kittles.
The Nets went to back-to-back finals and they won 2 games total.
No, 3. They went to 3. I thought they went to 3.
No, it was just the Lakers and the Spurs in 02 and 03.
Mm-hmm.
No, they didn't go to 3 because 01 was the Sixers.
Okay, I thought it was 3. But dude, we didn't need no help for that. We didn't need no help for Bron in 07. No amount of fouls would have helped.
Our toughest finals was 05. It was clearly 05. That was our toughest finals. Other than that,
what I liked about 05 is that they just let them play, and then that was that like that. The scores were in the 80s. That whole series, it was insane.
I'm gonna be a dick and look up all of Manu's and how much he averaged on free throws, and Tony Parker too.
Like fucking 40. That was half the points.
You know, he didn't even he averaged 9 points a game, bro. Like in his career. Chill out. He sacrificed. No, 13. It was 13.
We didn't do like A lot of people say that Spurs got the calls. The only time I've ever seen it, like a fan base say that against the Spurs, was the Phoenix Suns. And it's all because when Steve Nash and Robert Horry collided, and he flopped all dramatic, and his coaches got off the bench and got suspended, and everybody got suspended. They're saying like the refs are helping the Spurs. Other than that, dude, I promise you, they never helped the Spurs.
All right, I'm gonna give you some stats, Jeff, that you may like or hate. All right. All right. So in 2003, our first title, obviously it's like Manu's second year with us. He averaged 2.5.
Rookie year. It was his rookie year.
2003? I thought it was 2002.
No, Ginobili won it his rookie year.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. No, you're
right.
Bounced
out Kobe and Shaq. Crossed up Shaq, like the most embarrassed I've ever seen Shaq get crossed. His rookie year.
So he averaged 2.5 free throws in the regular season and then 3.1 in the playoffs. All right. In 2005, he averaged 6 free throws a game, and then went up to 8.88 free throws a game in the playoffs.
Oh my Holy God. Shit!
8.
That's a lot.
Oh my God!
It was a lot, bro.
It was a lot when they're only scoring 80 points, right? That's 10% of the shots.
All right, so that was actually his most that he ever averaged was 8, and that was that 1 year.
What was Wade's average in 2006?
I
think it's 24 or 22.
Stop it! Ain't that
no? Look it up.
Free throw attempts.
Free throw attempts.
10.
Get out of here. That's what it says.
Yeah, it's 10.9. Okay, 11. You want me to round it out? 11.
And he played more minutes.
They did, to be fair, 41 minutes or 42 if you want to round it out.
Yeah, those. Well, they lost the first 2 games. I know for sure those last 3 games he was averaging. And it was over 20.
Compared to Manu's 33 minutes per game. So yeah,
33.
So it is what it is.
So they're the same player.
So the same player.
One has 5. Or no, 4. One has 4.
No, you can say 5 with the gold medal. Oh, shit. Like D-Wade doesn't have gold medals.
Hey, do you really think Manu was a driving force that year to the Argentina's? I was doing some research, but I'll let you go say it.
Did you do your research or you watched it?
I watched it and I did my research.
I don't think you watched it.
It was team ball. Luis Scola, Alberto was even on the team. What's his name? Nisaroni. Yeah, they had a squad.
They had a freaking badass squad.
Ginobili was the leader, no doubt, on that team. He was the heart.
Okay, Alex, go ahead and tell us why you want to take that away from him.
Okay, go ahead. I don't care. You guys already had Pop taken away from you this week. It was kind of sad.
It was real sad.
Yeah, they look ugly. They don't look healthy.
We talked about it for like the first half hour of the show. We definitely
we could talk. That's enough. That's enough.
I know. That's what I was saying. Like we talked about it enough. We know how you hate the Spurs. We get it.
Hey, I got to go real quick. But why did we talk about Miami and Cavaliers that first round?
Why do we need to? It was so bad.
Because Spoelstra got the worst in playoff history or something.
What are we gonna talk? When are we gonna talk about that Pat Riley's fucking tarnishing that team badly? What are we gonna talk about it? Pat Riley has ruined that team.
Pat Riley, that's the thing. We talk about Pat Riley. Spo's Pat Riley's guy. So if Pat Riley is gone, Spo's gone too.
No, Pat Riley's the one that freaking decided not to surround Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy Butler left, and now that team is trash.
Spo was in those conversations, and it was Spo's job to keep that team together, and he failed miserably.
Fellas, do you have any rebuttals before he leaves?
No, I mean...
Losing by 60, what was it? 57, 58, 55?
What, it was about 40? What was it, 52? Something like that?
It was 55 or something like that. Yeah.
55.
It was a lot. So.
I'll leave it there. I love y'all guys. I'll see y'all.
Love you, bro. Later.
All right, big dog.
It's a new age of basketball.
To lose by 50?
You could lose by 50 or you could fucking win by 50.
Why are we talking like that's a traditional thing in the playoffs right now? Like that was literally one series. Like, come on now.
No, but that's usually how basketball is, though.
I
I
mean,
want hand checking back. To tell you the truth.
yeah, you want to be Dylan Brooks? You want to smack the hand after the shot's been taken?
That's how I'll play. Fuck that.
Nobody wants that back. Because then you
If
take away
somebody
from
fucking
scoring.
if somebody's like taunting me and shit, I'm gonna fucking if I go for a layup. We're fighting.
You want to fight them, James? You feel the same?
What's that?
The hand check, the body check.
No, because that to me, that's how I was raised to play basketball. Like all that. I mean, the game is made offensive on a professional level, but when you playing in the streets or you just playing in the community, it's like you hand checking. Ain't nobody getting by on nothing
Yeah,
soft
that's what I'm
or
saying.
nothing easy. Like that's '90s basketball, but the game is not made like that as of today because they want to see more scoring. Like that's why when the Spurs played Detroit, it was almost like the league won't let that happen again. You won't ever see two of the top two defensive teams in the league go head to head in the finals again like that ever again. Because, like you said, I don't think none of their games got past 90 points or anything like that. Those games are all in the 80s, like 81 to 86, 83, 85. Those games were all in the 80s, just straight defensive. Like, and the crazy thing about it is you had some of the best scoring players in the league. You had Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Chauncey Billups, uh, Rasheed Wallace, Mon
And
Parker, Duncan.
were they not that offensively? Weren't they not making more like half court setting like
Yeah, it was
like
it was
actually
half court sets. It was
yeah and
you weren't seeing too much of a fast break because the way Detroit played inside out. They played through Rasheed with a lot of rip running sideline to sideline. You know what I mean? Like elbow to elbow or man, LeBron and JJ Redick, I forgot what the sets called, but like they ran a lot of sets, like and the Spurs did as well. So it's like you saw like complete defense. You'll never see that again. Like we'll never see that again. That was one of the, and I love that finals. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, but overall, I am enjoying this playoff series. I mean, I think the refs should be doing it how they are right now. They're letting a lot of the basketball like just go.
Yeah,
Like they're not
that's what I
calling.
liked about that Game 7 with Houston and the Warriors. They let a lot of stuff go. Like there was a lot of calls that I felt should have been called, but
I don't think the NBA playoffs is going to be any good until the Spurs are back. That's the honest truth. I
Why do
think
you
you
say,
get more
why do you say like that?
because Wimby is the next rising star, and he's pretty much like the NBA is set for this guy to be the next guy. I mean, don't get me wrong, the NBA playoffs right now is okay, but once you get like a low market team like the Spurs are, think about like the old like when Pop was coaching and they were making deep runs. I feel like the NBA kind of misses that.
yeah,
I'm not even talking about like I'm not even a Spurs fan, you know. And I'm like, man,
Yeah.
like is that even you don't see that no more. You don't see like New York being in the playoffs is is good for the NBA for sure too.
Well, I think it's like the high market teams, as long as like they're still making it in there. No, I don't. I wouldn't say like it's okay. Like here's the thing. You know what it is that we do need the next dynasty already. Because think about it, like when you have a dynasty, you have someone to hate that you want to see, like like people watch to see them fail. So like if Boston wins another one, like people are gonna be like really interested, like they want to see like them fall because they hate Jason Tatum that much or
yeah,
whatever reason and stuff like that. Because that really was it. Warriors dynasty, you hated them. Braun dynasty, you hated them. Spurs dynasty, you wanted to just see them fall because you got tired of them. Even like the Bulls dynasty, like a lot of people were just waiting to see will Michael Jordan finally fail and stuff like that, and all that stuff like that. That's the stuff that intrigues. Like we haven't had a back-to-back champion since the 17-18 Warriors. So, and I mean, really, as we've been growing up, like watching these, like if we're saying we started watching basketball in the mid-90s, we've been nothing but consistently back-to-backs. The Bulls trilogy, the Lakers trilogy. What else? The Lakers back-to-back again with Kobe. Then the Heat, the Warriors. Yeah. So I mean, we're just used to like all these like big time teams taking over. So I don't know. We need a villain. Who's gonna be the villain, guys? It can't be Dylan Brooks forever.
What's his name? The kid from Detroit.
You want Isaiah Stewart to be the villain?
He's making a good name for himself right now.
He got hurt, right?
Yeah.
In like game 2 or game 3. That kind of hurt him.
Yeah, he's the. It's just like but it's dude. Like every team's always had an enforcer, and that's the sad part about it. A lot of teams don't got a grit player. Like a lot of teams don't have that guy that's willing to take like to sacrifice themselves for like the greater good of the team. Like I mean, it's so many teams that I can think of that had a guy like that.
Yeah,
you just don't see it no more. The league is too friendly. We need to go back to 80s, 90s style of ball.
Well, that's why I could respect some of the guys like that just want like the New York guys. Some guys are just like, I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't want to be like your friends or anything like that. Like respectfully, like I just want to go home or ball and that's it. I want to hoop, So we'll see, man. I mean, it is crazy. I mean, the game is not going to be the same forever, but this is what we're getting, bro. This is the new generation that we're getting. So.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if the Spurs changing it will or coming back will fix all that. Maybe Wemby needs to be the villain. Yeah, I don't know if James knows how to be the villain because he's not used to that. But as the Brady Darth Lord era, I remember those days. I remember the dark side. I miss it. I do miss being relevant. That was always fun. But any NFL talk y'all want to have? Anything like new or anything? Obviously, not Shador related because that doesn't matter.
I mean, it was I think people are hyping up the draft way more than it had to be. I mean, it wasn't overall a decent draft class. It wasn't like crazy.
Say it again.
I think because of the labs, people are hyping it. No, I'm saying I think this draft class was decent. It wasn't like crazy good.
How do you feel, James?
As far as what the NFL draft class?
The draft class. Do you have any response to that, or how do you feel about just anything like the NFL talks lately?
Man. Like outside of the whole Shador shit, I thought it was a pretty mid draft. From the players that I thought that was going to go early to like the players that actually got picked up.
Yeah.
I thought it was a mid draft, but I did like what teams were drafting. I did like how they were setting themselves up for. To fill holes and fill pieces. Like I said, my favorite part was like rounds 3 and 5, like all the stuff that was happening between there because there was so much talent that was left out there. But just from kind of hearing and seeing, it was just like that's the type of draft that it was going to be. The talent was there, but the immediate impact for guys to start wasn't. So it wasn't one of those big. Who had a draft class where it was just like immediate starters, like Chase's in them draft, those guys that were coming out that was going to take over teams right away. It wasn't like that. So I think it was cool to just watch how teams put themselves in position to go forward. I'm kind of excited for the NFL to start though, because I want to see because I thought a lot of good guys landed together. So I'm kind of excited to look at certain other teams outside of Dallas for once. So.
Sanders, I think Sanders is going to start by week 4.
I thought you were going to say week 1.
He might. I mean, he landed where he was the team that doesn't really have a number 1 guy, and I know people are like, "Oh, that draft that quarterback room is crazy already. They already have a lot of guys." If you really look at it, those 2 rookies are going to make the team.
Yeah,
They're gonna
I truly feel like him and Dylan Brooks they're gonna duke it out. Like Dylan Brooks is no slouch. So I mean, I said Dylan Brooks, Dylan Gabriel. Um, and my thing, honestly, is that he is like he's a gunslinger, bro. So I mean, I kind of like Dylan Brooks to favor there. Like the place that I thought that Shador should have went, like that would have been good for him, was New Orleans, bro. I mean, of course he probably would have died there, but still, like I thought they absolutely needed a guy, like, and I don't see how they pass on him.
I like how I said. I like how I said. Other than Shador talk, we're
no, but like I mean,
I'm just talking about between the two of them because, like,
yeah,
that I mean, them having both. You got two starters on one team though. Like it's the same to say like Dylan Gabriel should have got drafted by the Saints. Like the Saints need a guy. Like they don't have a guy. They need a guy. Derek Carr is pretty much like he's done. You know what I mean? Like his injury is like significant. They said already. Like so, who knows when he's going to return? And the guy that they drafted is like, bro, Dan Overlarski. Like, did you see his highlights? They were atrocious. Like, so I mean, I feel like they should like this team actually has two guys, which is crazy. And I mean, it's almost like
I was the same boat with you with like the New Orleans deal.
Yeah.
But like I was in New Orleans I think like a week before the draft, and I was talking to like I mean I like to talk to people like just like get the temperature, see how it is there. And then I asked them, hey, you guys are football fans? Man, New Orleans is a big football city. And the first thing they said was like, we need a fucking quarterback this draft class.
Dude,
I was like, oh,
that's what they've been waiting
your guy?
the whole time.
And I asked him like, is your guy? Dude, I did not meet one guy that wanted Shador. I'm like, what? And I asked everybody like, what's the quarterback in this class for y'all? 9 out of 10 guys wanted Jackson Dart. I shit you not.
But
everybody wanted Jackson Dart.
Yeah, he's
exactly.
Guy.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he went to Ole Miss. He's a Southern kid. I get it, but but like, I mean, that would have made more sense for him to go to New Orleans. But yeah, just going back, I don't. Him and the only thing that Gabriel will probably have on Sanders is just his timing.
Yeah,
like Gabriel's he has a good. He's really good on his timing on his routes with his receiver. I think that's the only thing because Sanders does have a bigger arm than him, and he's more athletic, and he's taller. So we'll see. I mean, I think he could beat him out.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. It really is. I think for the most part, it's just like I said. I'm the 3 through 5 guys, bro, blew me away. Like that's what got me, man. Like it's a lot of kids that are gonna. I mean, we're gonna see.
Yep. All right. I want to see if you guys agreed with this. Like that, CBS came out with their FanDuel win totals for each team. So I wanted to see if y'all think you're gonna hit their overs and unders. We'll start with the NFC. We'll start from the disrespect to the respected. All right, New York Giants. You think they're gonna go over or under 5.5? That's what they currently got them at.
I got over the Giants.
You got 6 wins minimum. Okay, James.
I say over too. They got that defense is crazy, man.
Daboll's gonna be coaching for his life. They better get at least more than 6 wins. Fucking Joe Shane is gonna be fucking GMing for his life.
What about you, Jose? What about you?
I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna say 5 wins. I'm gonna go under. All right, Carolina Panthers 6.5 wins.
Over.
You think they hit the 7 mark?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go under.
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree with. I'll agree with the under. I don't like the big million draft pick, honestly. I think they need to reach for that one.
Y'all gonna pay for this.
I'm not
No,
gonna pay for
he
it.
is good. I like him. I think he's gonna have a good year.
I don't think he's gonna have like 1,000-yard season, in my opinion. I don't think so, but whatever. Saints 6.5. Under.
Under.
Yeah, under.
They might go 0-16. We might see the trash bags again. The 8.
It'll be the first time in New Orleans.
They're gonna be like, Katrina, take us away.
Stop.
Come on.
Come on.
Too soon.
That's too far.
Soon.
Too far.
It was 20 years ago. It's too soon. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
It's too far.
They're still.
We're still making We're still making movies called Twisters and all this shit. But sorry, you know.
Hey,
Fuck me, right?
They still hurting.
All right, Seahawks 7.5 wins. Over under.
Over. Well, you know what? Hold on.
Under.
Because I don't believe in San Francisco this year. Yeah, I'm going over.
I'm going over too. I think with Mike McDaniel as a head coach, Mike McDonald, yeah, as a head coach, I think this team will improve. I mean, they got over it last year. They just missed the playoffs, and I think technically they got better. You still have questions about the quarterback. That Gray Zabel draft pick was nice though, so we'll see there. So I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna say like at least 8 wins. All right, this is probably the most disrespectful one. Dallas Cowboys 7.5 wins.
Under. I don't believe that. I don't.
I wasn't expecting that from the Cowboys fan. Holy crap!
I don't, bro. I gotta see something. I'm not even being funny. I'm being dead ass serious. I gotta see something. I don't know the coach. I don't know his scheme. We still don't got a second receiver. We picked up this kid from A&M that everybody's like excited for.
You still can't stop the run.
Agency. No D tackle, can't stop the run. Like, hell, we got an identity crisis. I'm going under.
Alex, over. I'm gonna say. I agree with you, James. I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna think 7 wins max. I don't know this team can stop a fucking cold. So I think 7 wins will be the respect to get. 7-10.
I know they're gonna beat the Eagles this year. They always do.
They didn't do it last year. Chill out.
Yeah, but whenever you least expect it, it always happens.
I mean, they might. Doesn't matter. Can they do something in the Super Bowl or playoffs? No, we're still waiting for that, right, James? That's the goal. It ain't about beating the Eagles. The goal is to win the Super Bowl.
That is
right? That cannot be their Super Bowl. That's pathetic. That's like saying, "Oh, when the Bears beat the Packers, that'll be their Super Bowl."
That is. I'm telling you.
That's so sad. All right, Falcons 7.5 wins.
Under.
I'm gonna say over.
I'm gonna say over too.
Because they always like to reach like right there in the playoffs and then they lose it.
That defense is gonna be so crazy.
I do think they gave up a lot to get 2 edges. I mean, as far with the James Pierce one, I think they gave up too much, but it is what it is. Chicago Bears 8.5.
They better be over if they're gonna fucking Ben Johnson doing all this stupid crazy shit.
You think it's super crazy shit? You don't like the moves?
He's not doing the moves that they're supposed to be doing, the smart moves. I mean, we need an edge, and you're yet to sign one.
Damn. I want to go over. I want to. Are y'all better than the Vikings this year?
Bro, they're always better than the Vikings. For real, like
Alex.
Why are we lying?
They are.
Why are we lying?
Do you really, even with the Justin Fields years, when the Vikings had a quote unquote one of the best teams, they were barely squeaking by that fucking.
I don't care about the matchups. Who won the games overall?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who gives a fuck about the head-to-headers? That's why, like, when the Cowboys come out, we always beat the Eagles. Okay, what do you do in the postseason? That's what I care about, bro. Like, you got to understand, like, you saying, oh, we're better than when we played head-to-head. That shit don't matter. That's division rivalries.
So
what do you do the whole season? What do you do the whole season?
So when Buffalo beats – no, hold on. So Buffalo beats the Patriots now all the time. Does it matter, like, what they do, what the Patriots or the Bills, what the Bills do in the playoffs?
You're supposed to beat us right now. What the fuck? Like, what do you mean? There's no fucking question. Like, you're supposed to beat us. You have the better roster. You have the better coach.
So exactly. That's what I mean. The Vikings are supposed to beat the Packers are supposed to beat the Bears.
Yeah, but you're not hearing me coming out. The Patriots are better right now than we're always better than them. Then that's you right now. Why are you talking like y'all have accomplished anything? You accomplished the number 1 seed twice in a row. I mean, other than that, you haven't accomplished nothing. Like the Vikings have been to the playoffs the last couple of years. Where have you been?
All that just to get eliminated in the first round.
They're still there. You were eliminated by week 14.
That's crazy.
What's the argument? Like, really? Like, you can't say you're better than them because, you haven't shown it yet. I would love to see it.
Me too. They got talent, shit. So hopefully they put it together this year.
Right?
Yeah.
And to me, the Vikings had a bad draft. So, So, you should take advantage of this. You got a great offseason.
Quite bad. I think they tried to fill the holes of their line. I think that was good for them. They need to protect.
What about the secondary?
Well, shit, you can't get Jose. You only get 7 picks. God damn.
Well, they only had 5, but at the same time too, like you probably reached on the guard when you could have gotten a better safety or corner.
Hey man, they got some youth over there back there. They're trying to just.
I don't want to hear from that. The youth is the quarterback. What up, Joe?
Joe, what's up, Joe Shiesty?
Cowboys winning 9 games. Take the over.
I don't know, man. I gave my spill on that.
I don't trust your one and done coach.
That's what I'm at too. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know the offense that he's gonna bring. I don't know.
He's gonna have the same Mike McCarthy system.
So we'll see. We still ain't got no number 2 receiver, my friend. So
I don't think receiver was your biggest issue. I think stopping the run was the more important thing.
Well, they're both their issues because
like I said on the People's Debate last week, I thought the guard thing you could have gotten in the freaking second round. You could have done more with like a defensive tackle that you desperately needed. Like Walter Nolan was right there. What's it called?
That's who I wanted. I told you.
Who was the other?
Walter Nolan.
Who was the tackle that went literally like 2 picks after or 1 pick after?
After Walter Nolan?
No, before Nolan. There's one more that just went before him too. And I forgot. Oh, Kenneth Grant. Kenneth Grant was picked up by freaking Miami.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. So Bears. Alex, you said over. I'm going to say over. James?
Under
8 wins. God damn. Okay. Minnesota 8.5.
Under. JJ's quarterback now, right?
Yeah,
he's gonna be quarterback.
I'm gonna go under.
Really?
Yeah, I got to see how. I'm just going speculation, man. I don't want to say these kids will go out here and be halfway decent and having them have a winning season.
Right now, James is projecting that the NFC North is going to be one of the worst.
Oh no! Because I feel like the Packers have gotten better. Like I think the Packers got better.
Joe says 7.5. They will get that over. Pacers came back to steal game 2 over Cavs. Yep, we saw that. And he says Vikings under. Well, Joe also predicted them to get 3 wins last year, and that shit. It went reverse. He thought 3-14, and they went reverse. They're like, no, 14-3.
I think most of us did, though.
We all said the under. I don't think I said 3 wins. I know I gave that to probably Denver. I don't think I gave that to the Vikings. I think I gave Vikings like 5 or 6 wins last year. And that's because I think it was the same thing with JJ. I didn't know. But that team, overall looked good. 8.5 wins. I don't think they'll be the worst team in the NFC North. Give me the over. I think they just hit 9 wins. Arizona Cardinals, 8.5.
Under.
I'm going over.
Well, you got the Rams, you got the Seahawks, and you got the Cardinals. Yeah, I'm going under.
They got better on defense.
They did get better on defense.
I do like that.
I just think they're missing a little.
It's Kyler. It's Kyler. He's just like.
No, it's not. It is Kyler, but
it is Kyler for me.
Help. It's also getting him help too. He needs protection and he needs a steady receiving core. He got You got Marvin, but he needs a little bit more.
I don't think the weapons is that much of an issue. I mean, okay, if you want to say the front line, sure, okay.
Yeah.
We can have a discussion there. I'm not gonna say the weapons because he had McBride looking like fucking baby Kelsey.
Yeah.
And freaking James Conner still got them legs, even though you would think by this time in his career, he wouldn't have legs anymore. But he had no connection with Marvin at all, which was crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the part. I mean, that's the part that scares me too. Because that's what I said. You need somebody.
As far as team wise, I do think they can get the over. I'm gonna say under. They can get the over. I do, but I thought they were close and they almost made the playoffs last year, like I predicted. But I was like, but this year, I mean, I just don't know that. I think Kyler's also on a contract year too, so he needs to really play it out. So actually, I'll go over. Because it is a contract year. I think he needs to freaking earn that money. Packers 9.5. I'm gonna tell you now under 9.5 for the Packers. Worst team in the NFC North this year.
Yeah, you said it,
and you agreed, and that's why we're family.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be terrible.
Under
8-9 record.
Yeah.
Book it. All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 9.5. Over. They're winning the South again.
Again. I hope they can do something this year too. But they got some heat.
Oh my god! But I don't like that they got Ibuka, bro. Like after you already signed Evans and Godwin, like you don't need that much firepower, bro. Like you need some linebackers, bro. That's what they need.
Yeah, they do need linebackers.
Rams 9.5.
Under.
Over for me.
I think this division's gonna come down to the Rams and the Cardinals.
You know what? I'm sorry. Over. I forgot they got Tay-Tay.
Bukate.
Yeah, I got over.
Yeah, I'm definitely going over on that.
I was telling y'all, bro. I was like, they're gonna take this division, or they're gonna fucking this is theirs. Like last year, I knew it. If the receivers are healthy enough, they can do it. And even when they went down, they were battling still. So I gotta give them respect for that. All right, Washington 9.5 over under.
Over.
Now it's that one down there.
I got under.
Yep, he doesn't believe.
I
believe.
I don't understand.
9.5. They got 10 last year. They're gonna have a tougher schedule. Give me the under. Give me 9 and 8.
Did you learn from last year, Jose?
What did I learn?
Well, the CJ Stroud. I mean,
they got the over, so that's not really.
Yeah, but it's anybody's gonna get the over on that fucking division. You go over in that division easily.
And I understand what he's speaking to, and I'm not saying he's not going to have the league's going to be on notice, because the league, yes, they're definitely going to be on notice. But I'm saying it's what they added, bro. You're
right.
They added pieces, bro. They didn't just it's not the same team coming back. You add Debo, you add healthy corners,
tackles.
You got tackles. You got Marshawn Lattimore coming back. They are and this is a defensive coach that you're talking about, bro. Even if they have shitty offense, their defense is gonna carry. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say over because they did address the tackles issue, and the Debo. Well, Debo would be fine. I don't think he'll.
Then they picked up Laremy Tunsil.
Yeah, they traded for Tunsil. Then they drafted a right tackle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. I think they'll be good.
Bro. They did. That's what I'm saying. They did well in the draft, bro.
Oh my god!
What up, Cody?
I hate that fucker.
What? You don't believe in Joe Hendry?
I hate that fucking guy. He does that dumb spinner like that dumb.
That's what's fun. All right, this will be a controversial one. Lions 10.5 under for both. Easy. God damn. Oh,
you said under.
I said over.
You said over, Alex?
I said under.
That's what I was like. It's tough. 2 coordinators are gone. I don't think they drafted well.
And their assistant coach is gone too.
He went to Chicago with Ben, right?
No, I'm talking about what's that wide receiver coach?
I think he went with Ben.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He went with Ben. 10 or 11 wins. I don't think they get the 15-2 again. I'm gonna go over at the 11 mark. Like that's it. That's as high as they go. 11. So it just gets the over. This one was a controversial one in my opinion. San Fran 10.5.
Under. That's under. And I think they lost. I don't think they replaced enough on defense for what. I don't think they replaced enough for what they gave up. And then I think losing Debo is big for them. Like I think that's a big loss. I mean Jennings, you got Jennings, you got Pearsall stepping up, but I don't think that replaces a Debo. And McCaffrey needs to stay. We need to figure out if this thing is going to be healthy or not. Like that's. I mean, they do got some backups behind them, but still, like I think that's going to be a big part of their offense. If he's not there, you're going to see them plummet again, like they did when they lost throughout the regular season. So, yeah. But Dre Greenlaw not being there, Funga not being there.
I don't mind the defensive losses because I feel like they did address them in the draft and some free agency.
So?
I think they did a little bit.
Who replaced Ward?
Huh?
Who replaced Ward?
I thought they got a secondary. I just talked about it last week.
I'm sorry. I'm saying,
you got me tripping.
Holy shit! The Cubs just fucking came back. Turned it off.
Did y'all have an episode this past week?
Yeah, we did, but we did not go live.
Oh, okay, cool. Should be up tomorrow then, right?
Yeah.
9th inning stretch, fellas. Check it out on the People's Debate channel. All right. They got Upton Stout from Western Kentucky. They got him in the 3rd round. And they got a defensive end, obviously, Mikael Williams, Alfred Collins, tackle, and Nick Martin. Their first 5 picks were literally all defensive players. So, the one thing I did say on the episode with them last week when I was on, it was the offensive line. Joe brought it up. He was very concerned about it. I said, as long as they're not paying Brock Purdy $50 million plus, I think they'll be okay because they'll be able to maybe sign somebody or trade for somebody. But then the reports came out yesterday they're going to sign him for $50 million. So I'm just like, well, that shit's out the window. So under for San Fran. All right. Well, Eagles 11.5.
Over. Over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over.
They ain't got nothing to worry about, bro. Yep. They have absolutely nothing to worry about.
Watch they fucking miss the playoffs.
You know what? We never get back-to-back division winners, but I'm going to go over.
Playoffs with all that talent, oh my god, bro!
I don't think they'll miss the playoffs. They can always get the 7th seed like they did that one year. Nah. But I said this. I told the guys on the People's Debate. I think the best Week 1 matchup would be Cowboys-Eagles. That's your marketing. You're getting TV money. That would be Week 1, Thursday Night Football, opening night.
Is it next week we find out the schedule?
The 14th, yeah.
Yeah. Next Thursday, right?
Yeah.
No, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, yep. So that should be good. Yep, over for Philly. Over. And then Joe says, I guess to you, Alex, it will be live moving forward.
Yeah.
And then Milton said, I think San Fran just depends on health and O-line play before I say over-under. Just say under, bro. It's okay. You have nothing to be ashamed about. And then May 12th is the draft lottery. Oh, for the NBA? That's next Monday. Ooh, should we go live? Should we go live on Monday, boys?
Draft lottery?
Yeah, NBA draft lottery. That's how we celebrated Wemby a few years ago, and Jeff showed his dick to everybody.
I was about to say that. Yeah, last draft lottery, we fucking
Brock Purdy sucks, Milton. Damn. I mean, we should have an episode on Monday. Whoever's down, People's Debate, Poodles guys, we should all see if whoever wants to get on Monday. Because I mean, we celebrated Wemby. Let's celebrate Cooper Flag too. Let's see what sad team he's gonna go to.
Holy shit, we're in the 11th inning, boys.
No, well, we're gonna talk about Cleveland 5.5 over under.
Go under. Cleveland's gonna play like 5 quarterbacks this year.
Hey,
Say that again?
two first round picks for Cleveland. 5.5 over under.
That's that division. What you got? I'm gonna go under. Because they don't have no. Well, they got a running back, but they don't really got a running back. No real receivers.
Well, you don't like Jared Judy, Trey's favorite. You don't like that?
I mean, I like him, but I don't like him enough to say he's going to lead the team.
Hey, somebody, I don't know who said it, but
fight me. No, I'm just kidding.
Somebody said Jerry Judy was a better receiver than fucking DJ Moore.
Who said that? Who said that? I know what you're talking about. Someone said not on the panels or anything like that. It was
somebody said it.
Stupid Fox Media. Someone said something stupid like that. Or
no, it was somebody on I think what's the name's podcast or is TikTok Live. Like there was people that actually said like people were.
Oh, Jalen's. Yeah, some people
actually believe that.
I told you to stop listening to Kyle, bro. He's special needs.
I was like, what the fuck? There's other people. There's other people saying like yeah, he. Yeah, but
like, Kyle's the one that said it first, and I was like, nah, get the fuck out of here. That's so stupid.
That's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you guys watching?
Nah, I'm gonna say under for Cleveland. Milton got over. Under for Cleveland with Cody. 7-10. Bro, Milton, I told you to stop believing in Cleveland. I told you to stop, bro. You can't do this to yourself. Cleveland will win 4 games if they're lucky. Exactly. I don't give a fuck who the quarterback is. They'll be drafting the next quarterback next year. No, don't do that, Milton. Don't do that to yourself.
No, I'm scared of being trade bait next year.
Oh shit. He'll be going to Pittsburgh. No,
that would suck.
Glad he to go to Philly, bro.
Myles Garrett, Chicago confirmed. All right, let's see who is next. Jets 5.5.
I want to go over. I'm gonna go over.
Justin Fields, Aaron Glenn.
I'm gonna go over.
I'm gonna be nice and say.
Yeah, nice. I just don't think Miami has it together. I don't think they drafted well. And then,
well, don't spoil your answer right now.
Well, I'm just saying the only team to worry about is the Bills. I think the Patriots are still trying to put it together. So,
4 games of lucky for the Jets. Over for Jets for Milton. Jets super under for Cody.
Super under.
All right. The Cam Ward Titans 5.5. Over under.
Fucking shit.
I'm gonna go over.
I'm gonna say under.
I'm gonna go over. I don't know why I feel like they're just gonna pull some rabbit out their hat.
5 wins. 5 wins for the Titans. And Brian Callahan will be fired.
I'm gonna go under. Cody, if you're watching this, come fucking pick up Ryan Presley. He is a trash bag.
Oh god.
Fucking A, dude.
On the Milton, under 5 wins. Yep, 5. It's just 5 for all. Everyone. We all agree 5. Perfect. Raiders 7.5. Over under. Under. I agree. Under.
I feel like the AFC is like
dying.
Yeah.
I feel like they can go over though.
I go over on the Raiders. No, you know what? No, under. Because their division.
Under, but I do feel like they can go over. I don't know why. I just believe in Pete Carroll because they're going to tote the ball, bro. Gino's not going to be doing what he was doing in Seattle.
Who's their running back? Ashton Genty behind what line?
Hey, man, shit happens.
Genty might die.
If he dies, he dies.
That's not why you got him for. Genty's going to get 2K all-purpose yards, though.
It wants to be a fantasy.
You want to take that bet? 2K passing and rushing? I'm not taking that bet with you for Cam Scatterbo on 1,000.
No, but did Trey say yes to it? He never like.
Yes, Trey said yes to it. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all said $50.
He better give me that money.
Huh?
$50 on what was the trade?
The bet is that Cam Scatterbo will get over 1,000 scrimmage yards. That's what Alex is going for.
Who does he play for?
The Giants.
You really think he's gonna see the field like that?
You want to bet too?
That's crazy.
I said no because if they unleashed him as RB1, I'm not trying to lose that one.
It's
He's not.
So you want to bet with that, Alex? Too? You want to do
No,
that?
I'm just saying. I don't think they're gonna unleash him at RB1. I think that's Tracy's team.
No,
That's Tracy's team to lose.
Cam's gonna be the guy.
All right. When is he gonna be the guy?
I say by week 1 he'll be the guy.
Week
Sure.
1. I bet $20 he's not not RB1 by week 1. It's not happening, bro. I'm telling you, that's Tracy's team to lose, bro. Like
the sports books say that does favor James right now.
Like he has. I mean, if we talk, dude. I don't think he loses that job unless he gets hurt. I truly don't. Like he balled out last year. Like he really did. But to say that's 1,000 all scrimmage.
Yeah, Joe. I thought we already agreed on that. We're gonna have all 10 of us on there for our own fantasy league between the People's Debate and Puro Pinche Sports. Yeah, I think we talked about it like a few months ago. I think we already agreed.
I didn't read that shit.
Yes, you did. Tracy's getting the main workload, Alex. He probably might just see third down yardage and goal line.
Yo, that's exactly what I think.
I side with James.
Because he's a power back, bro.
Tracy Ball is going to continue to progress.
He's a man. He's
a power back.
That's crazy.
I'm not taking the risk because I think Cam has the. He said passing and rushing. He said passing and rushing, and I said, bro, if he starts getting the touches more and more, because they're not gonna rely on fucking what's his name, Jackson Dart that much. They're gonna fucking give him those little dinking dunks of fucking Cam. So I'm like, nah, I'm not.
Okay,
even
so wait. First of all, look. First of all, who's gonna be QB1?
Jackson Dart. Oh no, Russell Wilson.
It's fucking exactly. He's not throwing him the ball like that. That's not gonna happen.
To Cam?
Yes. No, he's not throwing him the ball like that.
Oh my God. Did you not know what Cam Scatterwood did in college? I mean, that's literally like that was all him.
Yes, it was, but I'm saying on this.
You gotta also remember Tracy might die by week 3 with that
line. Man, he did good last year. He was solid.
He didn't play all games last year. Just to be honest.
Oh man, dude, remember they picked up who did they pick up? The kid from the Texans. They picked up the Texans back and running back. He never started field. Tracy was balling.
Yeah, Singletary saw the field for like the first 6 weeks, and then after that was Tracy.
Yeah, but he didn't do shit. That's what I'm saying. Like Tracy got better and better as the games went on.
No, he got hurt. No, Singletary got hurt, and then they replaced him, and he never got back on the field.
Dude, I find it hard to believe. And I'm not saying Cam Scatterwood was trash. I like him. Kid is balling. I ball with him right now in NCAA right now. You know what I'm saying? We looking at CFP playoffs. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Little baller right here. But still, look, I just don't think he takes that job. It's not about what he can do.
James, I'm just saying. If you're that confident, you should take that bet with Alex. Yeah, $50 bet.
Nah.
If you're that confident, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not confident because
I feel like you got something in on the pot.
I got nothing on the pot. I got nada. I got zilch. I know what that motherfucker is gonna use that $50 to buy that $43 fucking milk he likes so much. I'm good.
Milk. What the fuck? Who spent $43 on milk?
Well, Alex is.
You got tariffs out here, bro.
That's why, bro.
That's why it's $40.
Yeah, it was like $26 last year. Now it's $42.
What kind of milk is it?
Draft party at the house, then gonna get a cake.
I gotta do my secrets, you know.
Bro, Joe, half the poodle pot doesn't even drink alcohol.
This milk or what?
Russ will start at least till week 8. James is right. Russ doesn't dump off. Cam won't really see the field until it's too late. Talking about Scatterboo. Their O-line got better. Tracy, Devin, then Cam. NFL doesn't want a slow RB on the field. Damn!
Crazy to call him slow.
Damn, Joe, you really call him special needs, huh?
I guess him like nearly fucking Texas over really hurt some of these Texas fans.
Fellas,
I think the dude
head to exit 7 and get your torta with Cam Scatterboo right over there.
It's wild,
bro. I think he's a nice back, bro. And I think it's slept on that he went to where he went. But I think that's a perfect team for him to go to. But I just still don't think, bro. Like I just don't see him taking what you call a spot. Not that he can't do it. It's just when he does it. But I just don't see it. Like you're gonna have to come in and hit a rookie. You're gonna have to come in and do something undeniable to stay on the field.
damn.
And struggling. Ant is struggling. Good Lord. They're showing all his low lights.
Man, the Cubs gave up 4 runs already.
All right. Jaguars, 7.5. Over under.
Under.
Oh my god.
I don't think they got better.
I'm gonna go over because of the division.
I'm gonna say under because they're still not protecting freaking T-Law.
Yep.
That's my biggest thing there. They'll turn into a Bradshaw, Jacobs backfield, and they're saying under for Jags.
That's a good comparison too.
Super under Jag under. All right, this is gonna be the controversial one for me. No, just kidding. Patriots 7.5 over under.
God damn.
7 wins.
7.
How much did they get last year? 7, right?
No, last year we only got 4.
4 wins?
I'm going over.
4 or 5. It was 4 or 5.
I'm going over. It's either gonna be y'all or the Jets. That's gonna be there.
I already declared it on people's debate. We're getting second in the division next year, so over.
Are you serious?
I think they're either getting 8-9 or 9-8 season. I'm going over for the Patriots next year.
Holy shit! They're gonna be better than
Dolphins and the Jets for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm banking on.
Bills are going to be the winning division, of course, but I think 8 or 9 wins. I'm going with there. Maybe sneak into the playoffs if they're lucky, but I'm not going to go playoff talk yet. I'm just going to say they're going to be second best in the division.
I'm gonna go on there. I think they're still young, still missing some pieces.
You just hate me. Joe says 7 wins for the Pat. Cody says Pat's under. Over for us was Milton, who's also a Patriots fan. 5 or 6 wins.
Cody didn't forget to say super under.
Now because he thinks they're gonna go 1-16. That's why he's talking about the Jags. Milton says 8 to 10 wins. Bet him, Alex, that 8 or 9.
Yeah, I'll bet that.
Okay, so if they get the 8 wins, and what, $20?
$20 is fine.
Okay, it's cool. That's 2 bets for Alex. No one else wants to join these bets. Unless James, you want to do that week 1 bet with Alex?
Tell Joe how I am on these bets.
He's 1-16.
He's a fucking liar.
I remember that one time you bet $150 to Marco.
That's the only bet that I lost.
It's not the only bet you've lost.
Yeah, that has been the only bet that I've lost.
Maybe. It was a crazy one to say that they're going to win that one.
I don't care.
Bet the $20 to the Pats miss the playoffs. No, I don't. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
the bet is going to be 7.5. That's the bet. If they get 8 wins, I win. If they get 7 wins, Alex wins.
Oh my god.
He's the Charles Barkley on the panel. Guaranteed. You, Alex.
Yeah, I am. I make fun of all the girls in Exit 7.
Charles makes fun of all the girls in 210.
Respectfully.
Colts 7.5 over under.
Over.
They don't got a quarterback yet. They don't know who their quarterback is.
I believe in the Colts, man. I don't care who they put at quarterback.
I'm gonna say under.
I'm gonna go under.
I'm gonna say under, bro. AR Danny Pennies? Hell no. Yeah. Them big old San Antonio women. I don't hear about your tortas over in Houston and Galveston, Cody.
Hey, them girls got spinners on their shoes. I know what you're talking about. See them girls' names, and they got grills, and they got them grills.
You mean fidget spinners? Lord. They got fidget spinners.
He said fidget spinners.
Colts are super under. Colts is tough one because of the QB situation, so I'll say over for now. AR 5 wins. Just kidding. Dolphins 8.5 over under. Under, super under. Dead last under. 4 wins under.
I say under.
Is that my nephew?
No,
Denise?
my daughter.
She said, I hate the Dolphins. Fuck them kids. All right. What'd you say, James, on the Dolphins?
Under.
Under? Okay.
Under.
Under Quinn will be second QB to start as a
I
rookie.
believe it.
Quinn Ewers.
Sheesh. Pleasanton legend, bro.
Dolphins under concussion protocol. They got no protection, bro. Fucking
Crazy.
Quinn Ewers is gonna be one of the heads on his own fucking wall after this season if he plays. They got no protection, bro. They're gonna.
That's crazy.
He's gonna be hanging next to all his prey.
This town went crazy whenever he got drafted.
Did all the whites converge together and celebrate? Yeah. That they had an early KKK meeting.
Oh,
all right. Steelers 8.5. I got a quarterback yet.
Yeah.
Do you trust Mason Rudolph to
I
lead?
trust Aaron Rodgers. We'll eventually get there. I'm gonna go over. DK, Darius Slay, added more on their line.
I think only one team comes out the division this year. I'm gonna go
So,
under.
yeah, I'll go under.
I'm going over.
Texans 9.5 over under.
Over.
Because of the division.
I was about to
Over
say.
because the division gets time to practice for the playoff push that they're going to get.
They get 6 wins in this division for sure.
Quinn lives at Bass Pro Shop. Oh shoot! Hold on. Under for the Steelers. Steelers 9-8. Under, unless they get A-Rod and over. If they get A-Rod, they lose 3 more games. I'm just telling you
They
right
get
now.
A-Rod, they lose negative games. I don't think that's ever been done, but it will happen.
The game will be forfeited before it starts.
Y'all are trash, bro.
Over for Houston, Texans, over 11 wins.
Ooh,
10-7. I'm going to go 10-7 again for third straight year. Yes, tell them we'll say it. Got our wilds. No, you're crazy. You're going off garbage time stats, Milton. Too much on A-Rods. Yes, he had all these good numbers. 28th in QBR.
My God.
We can't do that. We can't lie. Oh, Joe with the controversy. Under for the Texans. So all the teams are under in that division. That's
I was about to say that.
Somebody has to win.
Joe is like Joe. They're all going to be 8-9.
That's crazy.
That'll be crazy for a first time ever.
Chargers 9.5 over. I'm trusting Jim Harbaugh more than I'm trusting Justin Herbert, to be honest with you.
I mean, I want to trust him. Gosh.
I would love to trust him more. I'm still waiting.
Okay,
it's a playoff win. I just need a playoff win. Give me a playoff win. I'm going over, but give me a playoff win, please.
Over.
Year 6. I'm asking for a little bit, not too much, I think.
Dang.
I don't even think they make the playoffs this year.
Wait, what?
Yeah, their schedule's going to be tougher, and I said it's going to take a while for them to even make the playoffs. Them making the playoffs last year was a year too early for me.
You don't think they improved?
They really needed another receiver.
They got Mike Williams back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, but like,
and didn't they draft one?
You didn't hear my sarcasm? No, they kept all their receivers. No, they gave up J.K. Dobbins.
They did get a running back.
They gave up J.K. Dobbins to get Omari and Hampton.
Yep. So.
I think the Omari and Hampton one was a reach, to be honest with you, but in Harbaugh we trust, right?
Yep.
Over for LAC. Chargers over. I take it back. Under. We're seeing real life emotions transpiring now. Well, the reason I said the AFC North was only going to get one team in the playoffs because I thought the West was going to get 3 teams again.
That's what I said. So that's why I said I took it back. I said over.
Yeah. So, offensively they improved. Defensively they overachieved last year, but was exposed by good teams. They also gave up on Asante Samuel Jr. He's a free agent still. That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. That's what I thought was wild.
Well, I know the Patriots won't sign him because his daddy keeps fucking hating on Bill Belichick. Bengals 9.5 over under.
Under the sea.
They didn't improve
at all.
I can't even say anything, bro. Like I love Joe Burrow. I love Jamar Chase.
That's it. That's what the bus stops.
I love that they got a defensive end, but you don't even know if you're gonna keep Trey Hendrickson. So I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like Henderson, Luke Wilson, but that's where it stops. Everybody else is Swiss cheese, bro.
I mean, they have a third place schedule, so you would hope, but I just don't know, bro. If they get the Patriots week 1 again, guess what? I'm betting Patriots again. Like I did last year. I would love to say over, but for now I'm gonna say under.
Under.
Broncos 9.5 over under.
Over.
Yeah, I think the Broncos got better.
Over. They got better.
Charlie Barron at 21.
Better.
A good time to be a Broncos fan, that's for sure.
Facts.
Over for Cincy with Milton. Bengals super under. Under. Defense's cheeks. Milton, did you change your mind? You went over and then under.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the offense is over, but defense is under. Yeah. Over for Denver. Broncos over. Yep, agreed. Bills 11.5 over under.
Over.
Should be over. Should be over. Should be at least 12 wins. I don't see why they wouldn't be these that much. Ravens 11.5 over under. Over. Give me a 15-2 season. Give me a 15-2 season for the Ravens. Fuck it. Give me a 15-2. I said it. I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Do they need a playoff win too?
They need 2, 3, 4, 5 million playoff wins, bro. They need a fucking. They can't look bad again, bro. They got rid of Massage Tucker, so you gotta improve, bro. No, I don't got
says like you guys better fucking win. Y'all making me look bad.
Listen, it was a football decision.
So what's the massages? Milton says over for the Bills. Bills over. Ravens over. Ravens over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over too.
Hey, I hear Cleveland might pick up Tucker, put Massage Watson and Massage Tuck together. You can call them Massage Nip and Tucked.
Who they're gonna have as their owner, Robert Kraft?
Bill Belichick's girlfriend's gonna be the GM.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Bro, Alex, was it you who said that Bill met his girlfriend because he went to a massage parlor with Kraft?
Yeah.
Oh wow, bro.
Hey, that's crazy, right, man? I'm not throwing allegations out there, but you think it's true that like she's like a escort or something?
No. I think she's a gold digger. I don't think she needs to be an escort. She's a gold digger. It's not her first sugar daddy she's dated.
Oh, wow.
So I don't think she's an escort. I think she's a gold digger.
That's crazy.
I think Bill's in trouble.
That's fucking
SOS for Bill. SOS for Bill.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is top 5 in TD interception ratio this year. Book it.
He was close to it last year, wasn't he?
You want to bet? I'll take the under. I'll take the under, Milton, if you want to take the bet. Cody can't believe what we're saying. Steven says Cowboys under. I know my team. Hey, you know what, Steven? Me and James agreed with you. Don't worry. Watson and Tucker together, it's like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby making a movie.
Wow.
The real life story of Charlie Sheen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh god, y'all are crazy.
All right, last one. KC 11.5 over under.
Over, and I say like 10 wins from the refs.
Under 500. I mean, no, we understand. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we know what you mean. I don't know what under you're talking about. It ain't about Jordan Hudson isn't, and like whatever Belichick's girlfriend is, right? It's Jordan, right? Is her name? I don't remember. Under Casey. God damn, Milton, why are you lying? 11.5? No, they're 12 wins minimum most of the time. Now, hell no. No, Milton, you can't be serious.
I think Milton thinks that that Denver might win the division.
Can we not? No, please. He says 11. Oh, controversy. Cowboys going to be under the Giants. God.
Giants are going to be over the Commanders.
Cowboys? What? What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? We're getting really sus here, fellas. We're getting really sus.
I don't know, man.
Agreed. Cowboys finished 4th in the division. Okay, I said that jokingly on Wednesday last week. Y'all fucking took it way too serious now. Holy caca. I was kidding. I don't think the Giants will be better than them right away like that. Come on now. Daboll's fighting for his life, but my goodness. That would be crazy though, right? If Cowboys were last. That would be nuts.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll tell you that right now.
That head coach signing is going to bite them. Jerry Jones is still alive, He needs to take Pop's advice and retire.
No, he ain't did enough.
Hire the next guy behind him?
Yeah, his son is Mitch Johnson. Stephen Jones will be just as bad. Oh, man. That's wild.
Yep.
How's this game going? How's this game? 55-35. God damn, Minnesota, do something. Pretend like you wanted the game. You played this game. God damn, did Steph get hurt? Jesus. All right, guys, I got one last game for y'all. Y'all ready? You do this? Y'all believe it? All right, cool. So we're gonna be doing, guys. We're gonna build a $15 NBA team using players that were eliminated in the first round. All right. Do you need pens? Do you need to type this down so I can tell you what? So we got $5 players, $4 players, $3 players, $2 players, $1 players. Now, James, once Alex picks that player, you can't pick that player yourself. You have to go with the remaining people on the board.
Oh, ain't that good?
Yep. So, y'all ready to hear the names?
Okay, hold on. I gotta write this down.
I have a gremlin here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, 5.
Can you just send it to us or no?
Actually, yeah, I'll send it to y'all. That'll be easier, James.
Cool. Yeah, that'll work.
All right, I'm gonna just say it for the people so they can see it or they can hear it. All right, so for $5, ladies and gentlemen, it's Giannis, Luka, and Paolo.
What's his name? Not this man.
And I just a heads up, the way I put them out there is basically how they did points per game in the playoffs. You're getting this playoffs version of them. You're not getting all-time version. So you're getting that. So $4 would be Franz Wagner, whatever you want to go, is the wanker. LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. $3 is Cade Cunningham, Alperen Sengun, James Harden. $2, Ja Morant, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo. $1, Jaren Jackson Jr., Amen Thompson, Dame Lillard. You get you get the version you saw on the court this year. So I'm not giving you a good Dame. I'm giving you a bad Dame.
15?
$15 to build.
All
right, guys. Before y'all go, because obviously somebody has to go first. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 5. James, you're black. You can go first.
What the fuck?
Okay.
What's the number I'm thinking of?
3.
Alex?
I should have said 7.
4. Fuck, I should have said 2.
It was 2. James, you can go first.
Giannis.
Oh, thank God.
All right, James, you got Giannis. Go ahead, Alex.
I got Cade Cunningham.
Braun.
All right.
So $3. I gotta fucking
You still got $12.
give me Paulo.
Paulo with the- Say that again, James.
Sengun. Or Sengun, however you say his name.
All right, cool.
Give me Kawhi. It's 9. Damn.
I'll take Ja.
All right, Alex.
I got $3, right?
You have $3 left. Yes.
Give me JJ.
And I'll take
JJ.
Amen Thompson.
Damn, that was my next pick.
All right, you got $2 left, Alex. What you got?
You picked Ja already?
Yep.
Damn, that means I have a big ass team.
Yep.
No, you know what?
The largest.
I have Bam.
There you go, Bam for $2. So you're really gonna go big. Okay.
Yeah, I got
Damn, what you trying to play? You trying to play all centers? Power forward and centers only.
Yep. I mean, Bam can play his fucking shooting guard at this point.
y'all gonna be the stretch fours.
Cade.
Dave.
Cade is the point. Kawhi's the 2. Fucking Pablo the 3. Bam the 4. JJ the 5.
That's what the shortest player on your team was 6'5".
6'4" with Cade. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. What y'all want? 2-3? 2-3?
It's okay. You got Ja, then Amin, then Braun, Giannis, and Goon.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. Maybe.
You're right.
Good competitive game. Good matchup. All right, fellas. Well, I got nothing else for tonight. Y'all got anything before we close out?
That's an all
Fuck it, Jeff just studied Drisky.
Hey man, he's just hating, bro. He's just hating. He wants to see a reason. He put out there Wade averaged 16 free throws in the finals. Okay, and they won. He's Finals MVP 06. Deal with it, Jeff. Jesus. But all right, guys, I got nothing more for tonight. What? No, check out Bell to Bell. Me, Milton, and Chad on Thursday night. We're gonna be talking about the UFC card. Next week, maybe we'll get on and talk about the NBA lottery on Monday. If y'all are down, whoever's there will join us. Wednesday next week, People's Debate is gonna be talking about the NFL schedule release. So that'll be fun. So yeah, guys, just stay safe this weekend. Enjoy the NBA playoffs. Enjoy the UFC fights. If it's still going on, right? Just don't exit. Don't turn on exit 7. You'll be safe. Other than that, guys, y'all take care. For Pop, for Alex, for Jeff, for James, I'm Jose Garza. We are Puro Pinche Sports. We are out.